Man, no hot. Okay, we're live on YouTube, we're live on Twitter, we're live on TikTok. And I'm looking like Alaji. You see, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, guys. I want to thank you guys for joining. Today, you're going to bear with me, and you guys are going to help us today to be in charge of this live. I'll talk less because my voice is almost gone today. It started yesterday. Maybe I'm getting a bit of cold, and I've been outside all day long. But I want to keep pressure on them. We'll keep pressing them until we get an answer. To get justice, it deserves patience. It deserves how do I say this? Consistent, tenacity, and that is what I've been able to do. There's no longer a doubt out there who is on the path of finding Afiba and Celine, who is on the path of looking for justice and answer for Andrew. There is no amount of any information that Nigerian police would bring out that would justify buying of Andrew. I do hope we understand that. No amount of information they will bring, no amount, they have no, I don't know what excuse they are going to give. Because I sat with myself and I asked myself a question. What are the police going to say was their reason for buying Andrew? I don't know. I don't know. There is no reason for buying him. I don't know. We're not that of a coward country. I don't think they will come up and say what that thing done guilty for those officers and arrest them, and also tell us the investigation they've carried out to find Afiba and Celine. Today, I was able to visit some places that matters, and we have submitted many petitions. I don't believe in Nigerian justice system. I don't believe in it. We don't have justice in that country. There is no justice. There is just bullying and control. That's what we have. If I was in Nigeria today, they would have arrested me. They would have tried to harm me. So many things would have happened. But unfortunately, I'm not there with them. And that's why they are angry. So today we'll be looking at the reason behind why they remove Andrew's property. According to our human rights activist told us that they removed Andrew's property. You took somebody, you pay him along the road, you collected his money, you went and take his properties. I don't know how anybody can justify that. I really don't know. I don't know. You haven't even spoke about him. You haven't recognized what you guys did to him. You went and removed his property. I don't know. That is why I don't believe that Nigerian police did that. I don't. Because if you believe it, let me know. I don't believe Nigerian police descend to that level of cowardness. I don't believe it. I don't believe Nigerian police go and carry somebody's property. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You haven't given answer to the nation. You haven't even tell us what you are doing to find the girls. But the property of the man is in your eye to go park. That man don't deserve to miss a matches, a pen from that house. Why? Are you his landlord? Are you his landlord? And it was Harrison they sent there. And you have people in Nigeria who actually think that's okay. You have people in Nigeria that think it is okay to go and move Andrew's property. I'm dumbfounded. I'm shocked. I'm really shocked. So today we'll be discussing that. What do you think is their reason? Why do you think they will do that? Why? Why? I was sharing a video today, and on that part of the video, we saw when Harrison was making a live confession without even knowing he's confessing. We have had every announcement from this case from Harrison. The pine of Andrew from Harrison. The discovering of the body from Harrison. The removal of Andrew's property from Harrison. Finding the phone from Harrison. Rachel from Harrison. Identifying Andrew's body from Harrison. What else have we not heard from Harrison? Recovering of money from Harrison. Arresting of the officers from Harrison. Harrison, Harrison, Harrison. Should we keep on listening to that man? Or is it high time Nigerian police come outside and respond for themselves? So I want to leave the floor for you guys to talk. Please make sure that we're kicking in. Good evening, guys. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? Tony, how are you?
Yeah, good, Mr. Ben.
How are you, sir? Tony.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Today, you guys will have to do more because I am not feeling very strong. But I do believe that the team will help. Yeah, so
I won't be saying much.
No, I say you guys will do. I say you guys will do more. So any topic, we can just discuss. Because I am not very sound today. I've got this sore throat, but I have to still manage to come outside today. Yeah, so we can do what we do best. But we'll be fine. So we've got Barrister in the house. We've got our team. You are here, and on YouTube we are seeing Nancy's there. There were scenes are there, and we are starting. So whatever we discuss here is important because anything we do here, it goes a long way to show what we are doing. The teamwork is working. It's not how many, is the quantity of the quality of the house that matters. So
in my own opinion, I just think moving of Andrew's property is illegal. Why I say it's illegal is that the case in which that Andrew is being alleged of doesn't have anything with his properties. That's what I feel. Since it's not being alleged for any fraudulent activities,
no,
or or anything pertaining to getting money through fraud
from anywhere.
Don't have any reason to confiscate his property.
Mm-hmm.
So I see a foul play in that. And again, Mr. Harris in breaking the news of them moving Andrew's property.
Is it not
good on the side of the police?
Is it not shocking?
It's not good at all, because all these are supposed to be coming from the police, not Mr. Harris.
Is it not shocking?
So that's what I just feel. I just feel them moving the properties of Mr. Andrew. Yeah, it's very, very illegal. And I don't think the IG should be aware of this.
I don't think IG is approving such thing.
Team, the department, which is aware of all this. So my own opinion is illegal.
Thank you. Harrison is moving property of a pie person. Harrison is collecting the money of a pie person. Harrison, what more are you not going to do? Can you guys hear me? Harrison is moving everything. What more is Harrison not going to do? I am beginning to suspect that Harrison is all along in the knowing of what happened to Andrew. It's all along in the knowing. He can't lie about it. He can't hide it. Harrison is defending Blessing. I don't know how anybody can even keep quiet on that. And you call yourself that you want justice. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm even, because how do you go to a crime scene and tamper with every evidence possible? Because even if they want to go for any other investigation in that place, it's not possible anymore. Everything has been moved. Do you understand? How do you go there and tamper with a crime scene?
Because he lied, and his lied has been caught, my sister. You know that. This is so sad. Yeah, he's been lying.
And then, yes, and then, yeah, the crime scene where we've not even gotten any concrete reports as to what happened from the right sources, because it's the only one that they come out to come up there to tell us everything. You know, speaking for police, who is in the grand scheme of things to be addressing us all the time in a and big and this.
Evening, my brother.
Thank you very much for joining this live.
I just want to ask a quick question. From the legal perspective, I think Auntie Marita can speak to this, possibly to give us an insight on some level of rationale from the Nigerian police to evacuate Andrew's property. Before I speak to that, if it's possible for her to just speak to this from the legal perspective.
Well, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Auntie Barrister.
Mr. Ben, I greet you especially, sir.
Good evening.
To be very honest, I do not. I've never heard of it before. Instead of the crime scene to be protected, this is a crime scene that we are. The story is that's the place where the girls missed from. Okay, so the crime scene is supposed to be preserved, because in that place you can find the clues, the link that you require to be able to find whoever perpetrated any crime. Okay, now the police giving an instruction to move everything, move his properties. I've never heard of it before. We're not talking about proceeds of fraud. He's not being tried for fraudulent crime. Okay? He's not being tried for anything that has to do with stolen items. Okay? You cannot say the stone and he's folding the items that were stolen. You're not talking about conversion, that he has properties that does not belong to him and he has converted it to his personal use. We are talking about two individuals. So what is the correlation between his personal property and the girl's missing? I don't know if you understand me. No, even I am researched. I have looked. Let it be that because nobody knows it all. Let it be that what ground should the police, inspector general, or anybody instruct that Harrison and Andrew's properties be moved? Now let me tell you, Andrew is not owing rent. As a matter of fact, I've been online looking for where I had seen a post where the landlord spoke about notice to quit that was issued on Andrew. I don't know if anybody saw that notice.
Yeah, I saw it.
And Kwame is around. He's our research person.
In the front of the door. Yeah.
Can we know the date of that notice? Do you have it? Because that notice to quit, even the landlord that issued that notice to quit knows that he cannot break into Andrew's house.
I have spoken. Let me speak to you. Let me just clear you. Andrew's rent was supposed to expire end of next month. So that means Andrew is still covered. His rent is running. Yes.
Even if his rent had expired, the landlord will still need to approach the court. There are notices that he will still give, and the court will. Nobody can break into another house, whether the person's rent is running or not. The court will still give you an order to go in and take possession. So I do not understand on what ground did they open that premises and move his property, because this is what it looks to me. It looks to me that the police informed the landlord to quickly put out a notice to quit.
Because the landlord came on that day they were there. On that day, on the same day, the landlord was there. On the 3rd of June.
Whether or not the rent expired or whatever, right? But for the fact that the place is a crime scene, and the landlord do they have any, No, let me tell you what I like to make hold to that.
I want to hold on, guys, please. I want to play something for you, Barrister, before you portray on that. Why you are thinking that? Let me just play something for you. Very important.
So there was a stain there too, dried already. Then the curtain, there's a curtain in that room too. You know, the curtain is two. The inner one, the one at the inner one was already stained, dried also, which they obtained. They took them and took them downstairs. This is my phone. This is my SR. So, and then I spoke to him that this is why they want to do so, you know.
Right. He's talking about the landlord now. Here he's talking about the landlord when they spoke to the landlord or the agent of the house. So that means the landlord was not. You see lies that is going on here. Just listen.
So that was how they got approval. They came back and they were hitting the door with the leg with some iron onto the door. Saw some and asked what happened. At night, she always hear, GUN noise at night. Okay. Back, you know. And she has BP. The thing has already affected us twice. Went back in the morning and asked what happened, a whole lot. So from there, we now moved into the house. The officers, I was with my phone. I made a video of all this. They moved into the sitting room. Right. They checked. They said they have been there before. So they have been there and they found nothing.
Just hear, Harrison. The officer said they've been there and they found nothing. They've been there, they found nothing. Let's go now. The same officer said they've been there and they found nothing. I've been saying that when the officers returned Andrew back to the house, the day they took Andrew to Abuja to come and prepare, I've been telling you that the officer searched the house, they video recorded it. The tall officer among them video recorded the house. So Harrison confirmed that the officer told him that they've been there and they found nothing. I want to hear the landlord part now. How the landlord coming. The landlord was not there at this time. Oh, the agent is not there at this time. Oh, so because they just went there and break the house to go and see what is inside before they find that mysterious room where nobody go, the shrine. So they had to call the landlord to bring the key for them or get approval.
So we move into the room, the sitting room, from there to the kitchen, to the rooms where they found the room. There's a room they saw. Yeah, they saw some BLOOD just on the wall, you know, dried already. Dried already. On the bed also, they found it on the bed too. Then again on the handle of the door, there was a stain there too, dried already. Then the curtain, there's a curtain in that room too. You know, the curtain is two. The inner one, the one at the inner one was already stained, dried also, which they obtained. They took them down downstairs. Then there's a room that they said they did not access. One room, they did not access that room. So they had to go back downstairs to tell the neighbor to please give them the phone number of the landlord to enable them break down that door, because you can't break down somebody's door without permission. So
but at this point,
they could not give them landlord's number. Landlord, they now gave them the lawyer who is managing the property, and they now spoke to him that this is why they want to do so, you know.
Okay. So they called the lawyer. Tell me the lawyer was not even aware they were in that building. So they say they called the lawyer. Barrister, are you listening? Barrister? Okay, I think Barrister gone out.
Listening, sir. I'm listening, sir.
So they called the landlord, now the lawyer.
Yeah,
so that means the landlord was not even aware, or the agent was not aware they were there. So how come the agent was in that building that day to put a stamp on the house? They found the body that day. They are just talking to the agent of the house on the same day. So the agent now bring a paper to say, we are moving you. Does that make any sense? Yes.
See, this is an afterthought. Like I've always told you, there's no perfect crime. This is an afterthought. Afterthought on the part of the landlord. Afterthought on the part of the police and Harrison. Especially, bear in mind that nobody saw you coming. Nobody saw you coming. Always have that in mind. So, because you have come, there's a need to keep readjusting. This information will keep going through readjustment. Let me explain to you. The landlord, knowing fully that, assuming they came to the premises and said, we have an order. Is it an order of court? Because let me tell you what they do. These police people are funny. Sometimes they will go and get an order from a magistrate court. Sometimes they'll say, oh, because there are certain investigations we need to carry, we need to move the properties. It's not proper, but they do it. It will not be a police instruction. They will go to courts that they manipulate, courts that they have access to, magistrates that whatever they just bring to them, they sign. So they will get an order to say, But the problem is, what is the legality of that order? To say, please move properties, move this. That is why I feel strongly that what the police did needs to come clear. Let's know what, I don't want to talk on what I have not seen, because right now I don't know what they did, but for my own understanding, there is no way where if the proceeds of, this is not a proceeds of fraud matter, it is not a matter of stolen items, it's not a matter of converted property, you understand, conversion. So what will the property do for you in this matter, unless you have interest in taking it? Did you make an what they call this thing, state what you remove from the house? Did you make a, what they call this, when you by number, you write, I took away number of shoes, 15 pairs of shoes.
You take a stock of what you took out.
Stock of what, who was there? Okay, who was there? Because this should not have been done without the family. If the landlord will be a witness, I'm just saying, I didn't there's a court order, which I'm not aware of any court order. But I didn't there, because we need to hear from the landlord. What did the police show the landlord? I'm not saying the court order is correct, though. They can get court order. Let me tell you what police do. Police want to investigate something. Somebody paid money to your account. You do not do business with anybody. Police will go from here to maybe Ondo State and go and get court order to freeze your account.
And the court will freeze it. And the court will freeze your account. The bank will freeze your account.
Come from as far as Ondo, neighbors will never give you such orders. I don't know if you understand me. So there's what we call Jankara practice. The police are masters of these things. My point is, it is an afterthought, because look at what the family, the landlord did. The landlord brought notice to quit. Yes, you can give him notice to quit. Notice is a notice. His rent has not expired. You can give him notice. It's fine. But my point is, on what ground did they come to carry? Because we need to see what the order is. And we'll challenge the courts that granted such order. So if it is not an order of court, does it mean that the police on their own, so moto, decided to go and carry Andrew's property? I don't know. It's crazy. Whichever it is, there's no good side. I'm just telling you, if it is a court that granted that order, I am telling you, it would have been an ex parte order and they would have lied to the court. Listen, I was in Kaduna when let me give you a very short story. A client of mine did a transaction with somebody and he got a Venza vehicle. Do you know that they went to Kaduna, got an order to carry the client from Lagos and brought him to Kaduna to come and try him. And when we got to Kaduna, they claimed that they came and asked the court to give another order so that they would go and bring the Venza from Lagos to Kaduna. We have not even known why we are in Kaduna. It was a civil transaction. How do you clothe a civil transaction to criminal matter? How do you convert it? So these are things that police do. These are the things we speak every day. So for me, it's good that they're making a report, because I saw on Harrison's page where they're saying there's a report coming out. Their report will be their end, because if that report does not reflect the actions they have carried out, it means it's ultra-virus. It is not known even to the IG. I do not think the IG will stop anybody to carry load.
I don't believe it.
I don't think so. I don't think so. So they must present. Harrison has at least admitted that he's the one that supervised that action. How do you talk with both sides of your mouth? You said when they came, they didn't see anything. And it's still you now that came and saw blood at the door.
The same time or the same minute. The same minute you say they did not see anything. I don't know. I don't know how anybody can justify that. You say the police, the same police that are with you, say, go ahead, please.
So how can you say, okay, Mr. Smart, please go on?
Thank you very much. That's the area I just want us to establish from the, because everything is a legal issue now. And we need to understand that this is a criminal issue. It's not a content matter. From my own understanding, that's the way. I don't want to even mention Harrison name, not because I'm scared of anything, but that's the way he saw it. He was creating content and not knowing that there's something else that is about to show up. And it's different from that. He refused to dance to the quick tune of trying to adjust and realize that, look, this is not content anymore. This is a criminal issue. And from all indications shows that, look, even if a man, I stand to be corrected, that you caught somebody stealing now, red-handed, can you indict the person without any trial? We can't rule it out that, okay, there was an issue against this man and it was an allegation. You need to establish it in any court of law.
Mhm.
Nigerians need to understand that this is an injustice and this could happen to anybody. We should be seeing beyond Mr. Ben, Harrison, or this. All of us, we are involved. This is a country that things are going wrong, and we want to do it with social media issues, and we want to play sentiment, we want to come with emotion and not to come with reality. You finish somebody that you allege that somebody this person did so thing and all that. You've not been able to even ask him in your own police station first to establish that, look, did you do it? Well, you cannot say, okay, you did it or you did not. Okay. Not to even talk of taking such person to court and for court to now say, okay, you are convicted for so reason. And this person was eliminated in the process. We need to understand that this is a life. This is somebody's life. And people are playing with it. Some persons are coming up with excuses on the part of Nigerian police, not trying to face reality, trying to bring Nigerian police into action so that they can come and face this reality and come up with a reasonable responsibility to show that they will have people that we call police in Nigeria that people can rely on. When the time is disheartening and so is an embarrassing issue.
It's embarrassing.
It's quite embarrassing. People are playing with this and it's so unfortunate. The Nigerians are not seeing reality. Beyond somebody did it, they said. The man is not available now, yes. But is it right to take the man out?
And Mr. Smart, to answer your question, even if a judge was attacked by armed robbers, a judge, and he saw the faces of the armed robbers, and when they caught them, assuming, and they transferred the matter to his court, he was supposed to sit on the matter. Okay, let me just say, they now brought it and say, this person, they have to answer the matter here. They have to do their matter here. The question to ask you that you, Mr. So person, on so date, you were found so place where you were caught robbing or whatever. Are you guilty or not guilty? They must ask him. The judge knows that they stole from him. He will not say anything. He will allow them to answer their plea. I'm just saying that even when you are caught in the act, it does not rob you of your fundamental rights of fair hearing. I mean, when you are caught in the act,
it's unfortunate.
if you remember this Umo entered case in Uyo, where there were shallow graves, the girl that went for interview was buried in that compound. That man, that boy that was involved in that case, he faced this trial. He from police station, they arraigned him in court. He entered his defense.
and nobody, he faced judges and lawyer was there to represent him.
Yes, of course. And then some of the things that we get used for, you know. He denied, but I think they had his trial. Do you understand, my sister? Yeah. What is scaring me about this case? Because this is a precedent that can affect any of us.
Anybody.
He are setting a precedent that one day nobody can find another person. And when they find the person, there's already an excuse on ground on why that person was fired. And that is what people like Baby Pio is doing. You are coming to say, big head Andrew. Then you are not an investigator. You are not.
Yeah, and you know, funny enough, based on that Akwa Ibom case, that case that happened, the guy who was a suspect initially accepted to what he was accused of. But later on, when he got a lawyer, he changed his mouth. And nobody killed him the first time he, opened up and said what he did, So when is Andrew's own different? When did they have to kill? This is like a jungle justice. People just
jungle justice.
That is what is. If you look at this case very well, because Nigerians are not awakening, they are just sentimental. See, what you are suffering in Nigeria is institutionalism. They will find a story, organ harvesting. Everybody will run with it. Organ harvesting. Did you people find anything that relates to organ harvesting in that man's house? They couldn't even find a finger. They couldn't even find the people that came back and said they found blood stains. I'm sorry if anything like that, it is an indictment to the police that came from Aba, the police that came from Umaya, and even the IRT that had come before and had seen nothing. They now came back and saw something. Is it not beyond comprehension? Is it not? When you look at these things, it makes you look like you are not intelligent.
It makes you like
control. You have damage control now. That's what they're trying to do.
That's brother. Even if you want to do damage control, look at the story. How do you even say this to people? You've been there, 30 officers, then 5 officers. Come on, Nigeria, you can do better.
The ones that came back and saw something, they were the ones that came and said they didn't see anything. So don't bite me, Adana. Stop. Don't bite me. Come on. How do you talk with 2 sides of your mouth? Which one are we going to take? You didn't see anything, but that you saw something. So when you saw something and you came back and said you didn't see anything, why do we believe you now that when you say you saw something? Because everything is the one.
Within what time frame, how they live between the first church and the second church? Because that one too, we need to know. Because if you went the first time and saw nothing, and you now went the second time, how will you give somebody enough time to plant whatever they wanted to plant there?
No, it's not possible. Let me tell you. The first search will happen, the first time police entered that premises, based on how we're told, was on the 8th of May. Okay? The day he was contacting Mr. Ben and planning to buy himself and Columbine the police people there. You understand? Now, the police people that were there, if you look at it, if the police did not leave immediately, definitely they were there from that night till morning, as Mr. Ben said.
Yes.
That night till morning, they will not sit down there and be drinking tea now. They will be searching. I don't know if you understand me. 30 police cannot be in a premise that they said 2 people are missing and they will go there. Would they be reading newspaper or watching Al Jazeera? They must have been searching. And then they can't.
No, this shows the level of
They now carried the man. The man was not in his house. They carried him from his house to Umaya, where he was in detention till the 21st. 8th to 21st. Now, when he came back, the very day he was released and handed over to the home by stop. handed over to the Abuja IRT people. They came back to the house together. When they came back to the house, the IRT people had the opportunity to see the house, go through the house, they searched the house. They even have their own recordings. They searched the house. The man had opportunity to change his clothes and all that. Do you think that if they had seen those blood and all those things at that day, it would not have formed the first record? Who now came and so this thing is.
I was listening to the live. I was on the live in the crowd today on YouTube and all that, and I shared it. I shared it because these people are just playing with the emotions of two families that have lost significant people.
It's not just two families. You are not adding Andrew's family. This is not about. We are not talking about just two families or three families. We are talking about even us Nigerians. We are being abused here.
I remember yesterday when I was talking about how the police changed their story from self-kidnapping to pointing fingers at Andrew. Before you realize,
my God, how did it happen?
Before you realize, Andrew is actually the real victim of this whole issue. Because even in developed countries, I remember there's a story about one man, Raymond Frank, who was jailed 39 years in New Orleans, USA. And this is why I like developed countries. They always learn from their mistakes. So in 1983, Raymond Frank was accused of firing somebody. Apparently, the wife of the person that was fired saw the killer in a blue car. You see the face. But when they went to court, the woman pointed fingers at Raymond Frank because he also used a blue car. So from 1983 to 2020, almost 30 something years. And then new searches and new investigations, developed countries are always learning from their mistakes. They realize that no, the woman lied on Raymond Frank. So the man spent 39 years in jail. He was an innocent man. And this is USA. So you can't just go and pick somebody and hear a text message that this Andrew is a kidnapper. And he just black. All of a sudden, maybe that is no court. People is actually the real victim here. And he's part of the three victims, I think by selling an Andy. There are three victims involved here. But there's no court case here. There's no victim of justice here. So there are three people involved here, literally.
It's crazy. It's crazy, guys. I don't know.
You see, my brother, in a sane society, these meeting people, police will keep intensifying their search. Okay? Once Andrew has said, I do not know their whereabouts, they left my house, and he's been able to satisfy it by them visiting his premises, running, because what you will do at the scene of his house will be to run certain lights on his property.
Yeah.
To see, because there are certain there are lights that will show blood patches and all those kind of things. Anything that has touched, you will see. You will do a thorough forensic search on that property.
Mm-hmm.
Once you are convinced that you did not see anything, Andrew goes back to his business.
Let me tell you what happened on the 8th. On the 8th, it was not just the officers that searched the house. They brought their forensic van and officers with gloves, with all their equipment to search the house.
Imagine.
So I don't know where Harrison goes see his own. If Harrison survived this thing, I promise you this: Nigeria is doomed. It's not about anything. It's like the evil win. I know evil always win. then I wish Harrison on his constituency. He must win senator, he must win House of Rep, so that he can do to those people what they're doing to Andrew now, because I know that is his mission. It's a bigger picture. How do you even justify nonsense coming out of this boy's mouth?
Mr.
Yes.
I'm saying Hadibat said as long as he was last seen with them, I don't know why he said that. This is justice for Selena and Fiba first. So
let me see who is that person. Let me.
Nothing, no, Mr. Don't block her.
Now I want to talk to her, please.
I wanted to explain something to her too.
Okay.
This is for people to understand. Sometimes when they come here and they're talking about Andrew and why he was fine and how he was fine, people think that our focus is on Andrew. But this case is a very complicated one. It's like a triangle. You can't take one wing of the triangle off and leave the other. If you look at the statement, I don't know if it's people have seen it on Harrison's page. If you read it, they didn't say the investigation they did was about the whereabouts of the girls. If you go, people should go there themselves to go and read it. It's not stated. Maybe I can read it so that they can hear what it says. This is what it says. It says, I have been reliably informed that the IGP monitoring team set up by the Inspector General of Police to investigate the infraction of the police team that extracted Andrew Ochepo had submitted their reports to the Inspector General of Police. They also investigated the Abia State Police Command that first handled the case. Let's hope the Nigerian police force release the report. Selena and Afiba's family deserves to know what went wrong. Did you hear in any statement that was made that there was an investigation into Selena and Afiba? No. Nothing is stated in here with whatever person is being put in here. Which means, does it mean they are not investigating what Selena and Afiba is? Yeah, but if they are to go and investigate where Selena and Afiba is, they still have to start from the beginning. And this is the same person that these girls were with. So you cannot say we will talk about Selena and Afiba and not talk about Andrew. We'll talk about Andrew and not talk about Selena and Afiba. It is intertwined.
Okay, thank you so much for that response. I don't know what your name is, my sister, but this is one thing that I do here. Okay, the first time I spoke about this, not about Andrew, it's about the fact that they could have potentially give a wrong body to the family that have just declared that their children are missing. And I spoke out. And today, even you that made this comment now, you're no longer sure if that body is of Celine or Afiba. In short, as a matter of fact, I know within your heart right now, you know that body is fake. Now, just let's leave it there for 1 second. How do you know Afiba and Celine did not leave that house? You don't know. You assume that they were in that house. But how do you know they did not leave? You also assume they did not leave. So what is your common sense question answer now to this kind of scenario? You will ask the police that have Andrew for 2 weeks, what investigation did you carry out? Put yourself in the position right now, or put your sister, your husband in the position. What would you expect? You would expect the police to do every necessary search. In short, as of this time, you expect the police to tell the whole world what was their search, who did they ask question, to conclude that those children were missing for real, or they were dead, or they left that house, or they did not leave that house. The technology is there. I don't know which phone you are using, but on your iPhone, you could know where you've been for the last 1 month, last 2 months, last 3 months. You will know it. You want me to show you? You just go into the setting and type on top significant location. It will give you everything you've been. If you want to know further, you sign into your iCloud. You will see even more when you go into the map. If you want to know further, you request it. Apple will give you 7 days. and they will send you all of the detail of where you've been, how many minutes you spend. It's available on iPhone and it's available on Android. Those investigations has not been carried out. But you've made up your mind, neither you look for somebody to blame today, or you are just blaming Andrew because it is easier for you. I don't know who you are, but I don't know who you are, but justice does not look left or right. Justice is straight. It has to be balanced. Today, it may favor you. So another day, it may not favor you. You don't want justice that favor you to be directed not to favor you. You want it fair. You want it fair. Have you asked yourself, why all the lies? Why all the lies? If Andrew did it, the police have the technology to bring it out. So going forward, I want you to go back and stop typing and start thinking. Thank you. Somebody else should take over, please. Thank you.
If you look at the message that Manila just read, it looks like most of Harrison's supporters will be very disappointed when the findings come out. And in fact, if you want to look at
it is this person now. Is it the caveat?
She's the same person.
Just block that person. I beg, block that person from this page, man. You can never change that dumb head. Maybe she have 10 account. I didn't know it's her. I thought it's somebody. That person have brought dummy question here before. Dummy question, dummy idiot. Get out of here, man.
That's the report. Very intelligent report from the police department. And when you look at Harrison's comments, it looks like most of the people are disappointed because probably they expected something like, and we are trying to extradite Mr. Bell from.
Has the report come out?
Yes, the police.
Where's the report?
No, the report is not out yet, right?
No. Please, guys. Nobody should quote Harrison's statement. I have said it and I remain to say it again. Harrison is a liar, is a fraud, and nothing come out of his mouth. Anybody on this platform should take to even go to. In short, if you need anything from him to wipe your bum after cheat, don't use any word that come out of his mouth. I'm telling you this thing. If Harrison tell you this is left, begin to go right. He's a liar, a compulsive liar, and a very bad one at that. So there's no point of actually. I've read what he said today. I was just laughing. He's a clown. He said Harrison is actually insulting Nigerian people intelligent. He's insulting us. This guy is a criminal. He shouldn't be talking. He shouldn't be talking. I know him. He knows me. That's why he can't sleep. He knows that I know who he is. He can deceive every other person. Nigerian police can use him and they will still sacrifice him. Because there's no way Nigerian police will tell me all the nonsense that has been coming out of this boy is okay. How is he okay? They sent him every year message. They send this idiot to come and tell Nigerians. When Andrew pie him. When they find body, him. When they want to go and see body, superhero, they send him from Abuja to go and find body. There's a whole police department in Aba. Don't you ask yourself question why? What is going on? Is Nigeria that finished? So that country is finished. That it will need Harrison to go and identify body is in Aba from Abuja. He has to fly to Lagos, from Lagos to Onitsha, from Onitsha to Aba. Why? Who does he think he's talking to? He keep on lying from his nose and he's becoming an insult to human being to listen to that clown. So anything that idiot put on his platform must not reflect on our page here. we can just say he's lying again. I don't believe anything he's saying. He's a fool of a liar. His whole life is that 200,000 people he has. When he need money, he come and cry to them. And the Janjaweed, they will go and pay him money. This is the first time I'm seeing Anini being praised on the national TV. But I tell you, I will bring you down. I have the whole police behind you. We will go down to this road. You're a thief. Proper one. Nobody should measure that boy. Nobody should measure anything he put on his platform. Nothing makes sense. He keep lying. Okay, Nigerian police does not have mouth. They don't have Twitter. They don't have. You see, when I say he's working, with the criminal enterprise of Nigerian police camp, people think I was just exaggerating.
Because if the was ready, the police have the page where they can say, okay, the report has been submitted, we are waiting to release it to the general public, or we'll tell you guys the findings. I don't know. It's hard.
It's an embarrassment to 250 million nation. It's an and if you are here and you think Harrison have any say, you don't belong. Listen, we are not sharing follower. We don't need these people to follow us. We need sound mind to be on our page. How do you expect us to even deliberate over what this clown has been saying? Okay, listen to what he said here. Oh, listen. It's very important.
At least you are the one who posted the case on social media from that day one. And yes, that anything I see, I should let him know, report to him. I said, there's no problem, sir. There's no problem. Let's just go. So we went into that place. Immediately we went into that place.
The man that told him that anything, when he say, oh, you can go with them, you are the one that post the story on social media, so you can go with them. Anything you see, let me know. Just listen.
I have to start videoing from outside. I videoed the fence. It was the number. I videoed it. We entered the compound. And when I entered the compound, it was very quiet. It was very quiet. So we could not enter the place, but this was locked. So they have to follow through the back. The officers to go and open the front door before they enter the house. But I didn't enter because I don't know what was inside the house, even though they said they have gone there before. Because I wasn't, for me, as a human, I have flesh, and I'm not this thing, I'm not...
Even though they say they have gone there before. How many of you hear that word? I don't know what is inside. Even though the officer say they have gone there before. Just listen. And this is the guy
Yeah, so I have to be careful where I'm entering. So I moved to the neighbor. I said, let's also ask neighbors question, I was asking them question, the old woman who lives in that compound. I said, this man living your neighbor, what do you know about him? He said the man doesn't even talk to. He said the man doesn't even talk to them. The man doesn't talk to them. That when he moved into the compound, he just hello. Even what he speak, they don't hear. So they don't always interact with this man. But what he does is that he passed through his house, through their own compound, their own apartment to go and on generator, because all of them have a generator house together. And once on a generator, the generator is a big generator. It makes noise. I don't even know what happens over there. Their own is just everybody mind your.
Pick that word. The generator is a big generator. I don't know what happened there because of the noise. Just keep that word and put it on the window. Hold on.
Your business.
Yes.
But one thing that she knows is that at night she always hear GUN noise at night. Bang, 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 and she has BP. The thing has already affected her twice.
So BP affected the woman twice. The high blood pressure, I beg, please, can somebody talk, please? High blood pressure affected the woman twice. I think you should start content creating and be doing skits. So the generator does not affect the human. No. The big generator that is making a lot of noise that people can't hear anything. Now her BP now is now rising and it's only twice. So the human has BP and the BP have happened twice. I mean, if human being is not involved in this kind of story, I won't be angry. I'll be like, okay, this guy is just creating content. But we're talking about 3 people, 3 souls. 3 souls, and that affects hundreds of people. Because the family of Afiba, the family of Selin, no one, no two, mother, father, brother, everybody is affected by this case. Then Andrew, then the whole nation. Do you know this matter has traumatized a lot of people? Hearing it alone. People have actually experienced trauma. If this is in the UK, there will be a hotline that if you are affected by this case, please call us. You have a session, a therapy session. And this is what the guy is dealing with, and all he's interested in is money and nonsense. The guy did not go into humanitarian to do humanitarian. He gone there for fame. He wants to be famous. That was his first intention. Just hear the nonsense that's coming out of his mouth. And people are clapping for him. Mama of 5, come and see your husband here. And our daddy was just shaking his head. Yes, yes, yes. I wish you guys on TikTok can see the video.
He's only trying to build up his own page using the platform. That's all. That's what he's doing. He's not doing any other thing.
It's a clown. It's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment. Somebody that live in America, somebody that live in United States, have a right to tell somebody who has not been convicted that he deserves to go.
Mr. Ben, please, can I ask a question? Like, what was Harrison's reason why he sent Marvelous to go see Andrew at the police station?
He said because they are treating Andrew well. He would just send him there to go look.
And the following day, Andrew was spying.
Just imagine that. I am sure it was not the following day. He sent Marvelous there on that 20th, on that 21st. Now I'm practically sure Marvelous was in Benue when Andrew was spying. Because yesterday somebody called in here and said Marvelous was working for vigilante group before. He called the name of the organization. I can't remember it, but I picked that in yesterday. And these people have told somebody from Afiba's family that they will use vigilantes to chase Andrew. And you are out there, you think it is okay. Some of una way okay this thing. The day when this evil go happen to una. Now frog, then go take replace you. Frog. Now frog, you go collect frog. Make you hear more nonsense from this.
In the morning and ask what happened, you know, a whole lot. So from there, we now moved into the house. The officers, I was with my phone, I made a video of all this. They moved into the sitting room.
Right.
They said they have been there before. So they have been there and they found nothing. So
Right.
Okay, that is twice it's repeating himself. They've been there and they found nothing. He said before, even though they say they've been there before, so they've been there, they found nothing. They've been there, they found nothing. The same officers say, we've been here, we found nothing. But then they say they came with a warrant. And he's the one that initiated it. Let's go and check. Or the Lynn family say, let's go and check Andrew's house. They've been there, they found nothing. That is the key word from the spokesperson of police, aka the new PRO.
Into the room, the sitting room, from there to the kitchen, to the rooms where they found the room. There's a room they saw. Yeah, they saw some BLOOD just
They found nothing. Now they found BLOOD, the same officers. They found. Hear that word, they found. So let's listen whether he see. When this clown posted the blood, I was shouting on this place. I said, that blood cannot be blood. It's red. I said, that blood cannot be blood. That's fake. Because Harrison's story keep changing. Metaphoring it every day. It's like a chameleon. Today is a green, tomorrow is a red, next tomorrow is this. And you will hear the other. Have anybody ever heard that it was a farmer that helped them to find the body?
Yeah, I think I heard that one. That was the first video he made. And I just wish people can keep interviewing Harrison so that he keeps saying the trash he's saying. Because just this thing you said, like, so I just wanted to say that keeps changing stories. I want people to keep interviewing him so that he'll keep making a mess of himself, bringing out more truth from his lies. Because if he keeps granting interview, he cannot remember the things he has said in his previous videos and the things he has said in other interviews. So people should keep interviewing him. Let him keep shooting himself on the leg. This is shameful. And now the Nigerian police, can they please tell us what is keeping this investigation? Since on the 27th of April, 2 girls went missing. No official report, nothing. But it is so shameful that a celebrity reported to the police about a Twitter user that trolled her. And then in less than how many hours, police was able to trace this user down to the house and arrest the person. What is going on, Nigerian police? 2 girls missing since on the 27th of April.
Because a big man is involved. A big man is involved. Because when E-Money complained, it didn't take 48 hours. Let's hear more rubbish from this guy. I'll make una no bet, so I'll keep playing this thing. In short, I'll cut it in 3 seconds and use it to do real. 48-hour playing all over social media. All over. The truth will be said. Let him do my own where I lie. Let him post it. At least since they've been insulting me, they have never posted anything where I lie. As a matter of fact, that you go everywhere and see Mr. Ben is very honest. What he says, he says. Thank God say you can say that, Mr. Otele, aka Mr. Potato.
on the wall, dried already. Dried already. On the bed, also they found it on the bed too. Then again on the handle of the door, there was a stain there too, dried already. On the then the curtain, there's a curtain in that room too. The curtain is two. The inner one, the one at the inner one was already stained, dried also. which they obtained. They took them and took them downstairs. Then there's a room that they could.
Did he show us all this picture that day? Did Harrison show us all the picture of all this blood he's talking about? Have anybody noticed all of this thing he's talking about? No, please, I want like 5 people on YouTube. Have anybody noticed where Harrison show? I want Harrison supporter to come and talk. When I like to defend nonsense. Have anybody see where Harrison show all this cotton with red, with blood that has dried, with the bed, with everything? Let somebody come and show it for us, please. No, let's wait for them. He doesn't want to show it. Yeah, he was able to show the man's shoe. I know that they don't pen some things now, but they can't bring it up because Mr. Ben is watching. The reason why these people went to Andrew's house to go and remove everything is because inside their head, they believe Mr. Ben have a back server. Because how is Mr. Ben catching them on every step they take? So they went to remove any spy wire that is there. That's why they went there to pack everything. You see how small their brain is. They didn't go there to do anything. They went there because they think this Mr. Ben is getting everything we're doing. Maybe there's a camera inside that house. Let's go and pack everything. So that Mr. Ben, his back end will cut off. The back server will cut off. Clowns. Real clowns. Like when I mean real clowns. And I can swear to you that Harrison did not move that property on that 3rd of June. They did not move anything from Andrew's house on that whole lorry. He said will pack everything on the 3rd of June. But as God will have it, he shot himself on the leg. He shot himself on the leg by saying it was on the 3rd they moved those things. He supervised it. So the police in Abuja called Harrison to go find body. They did not call Abia. They did not call Umaya. Then they called Harrison to go move property. Harrison said the police told them to take it to Abia station to go and hide there first. The same Abia station, Abia police that was not present when you found body. That was not present when you entered that house. Confirm. So the same Abia now follow you to go, now allow you to come and dump the property in their house and move to Abuja later. The guy keep wrapping himself in. We are not stupid. Listen, I know this guy is a compulsive liar. Like a liar that repeats the same lie, thinking he forgot what he said the next 1 minute.
They said they did not access one room. They did not access that room. So they had to call.
So the officer said when they first come, they could not access one room. Right? But the officer said they did not see anything. So the officer noticed there was one room they could not access. So they did not access one room, one secret room, chamber. The chamber of where they are slaughtering organic. But keep on listening. You will see what was found in that room. You will hear it now. Oh, go ahead, please.
Let me ask. Now, while the officers were doing all of this search, where was Harrison?
It was videoing it. And they call me cameraman. He's the cameraman. No. The secret room is very important. The content of the secret room is very important. Are you listening to me? Listen to the content of the secret. Because this video, if you're watching it in a row and you don't put your mind to, I watched this video twice before I broadcast it today again.
they have to go back downstairs to tell the neighbor to please give them the phone number of the landlord to enable them.
How did Sabio not say it was the landlord? How did Mr. Sabio know that it was the landlord that they went downstairs to beg the phone number for? I beg, somebody should answer me. Eh? Yeah, he said he's gonna guide him. He said he's gonna guide him. He wrote it. He wrote it. You can see that script is very bad. Oh my God, Nguruka, good evening.
She just picture that the focus is on Nigerian police to be accountable to.
No, we must destroy their messenger first. They have a message pipe. I think they are sending Harrison to come and test the water. They will give him one stupid lie. He will come and talk it. So they will give him another lie. Hmm?
To understand, or somebody can tell you something, but you have to question yourself. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Before you come out to the public and begin to tell them, it doesn't even make sense. You're just reporting. Okay, why would you even accept to come out and begin to report for the?
You can click to join us on YouTube, guys. You guys should join us. The link is there. Go ahead.
This is serious, so this is very serious.
No, you see, when he lie like this, he think we're not going to look at it. This guy came out and gave us fake body. We catch him. And you know one thing about Harrison is a bad luck liar. When Harrison came out and said he has a kidney problem, his friends, it was his friend that catch him. His own friend. That said, Oga, which test do you go? And they link it online. A journalist confronted him to tell us which hospital you go to. His friend went to arrange another doctor that volunteer online. So we want to carry a test on you, come. Harrison did not go. That you have a kidney problem. You need to, your kidney is rotten. He said, that's why my skin is getting dark. Then he went to lie down in a bed in the hospital and lie like this. And they video it and sent it out. They catch him.
And also, I saw his video where he was crying during after the election period. You know, he's owing money. He spent all his money during the election.
You know why he did that?
And I was like, wait, all this, so are you trying to tell me that okay, assuming he won the position he was going for, what he was going there to do was just to get back his money, which means he's not even different from this police. So why is he an activist?
He has removed activists from his name.
Yeah.
He has removed human rights.
Man, Harrison, God help him.
Somebody will come and tell me, oh, why you put Harrison? Why every day you talk about Harrison? Because we can't even talk about the police. Because okay, today now Harrison has given us a report that he has previewed to the investigation police has done. Now, yes,
police spokesperson.
Official one. He's the other man. He's the one that collect money from the police. He's the one that give them POS. He's the one that talked to Afiba family. He's the one that talked to Celine family. He's the one that found body. He's the one that do all these things. Come on, guys. We know that we're not, all of us are not from Asaba now. Haba, Asaba people. Two body was in a bag. Turned out to be one year chicken that they went to buy from somewhere in a cotton. And then he said, oh, take notice of this cotton. Oh, they haven't been to Andrew's house. Harrison is already said, take notice of the cotton.
The one that told us that somebody from abroad informed him of the body.
Yeah, he's the one from abroad, and another farmer can't show them.
He said it in the first video. You know, then when he posted it, he was like, "Oh, he saw two body, and it was in a bag and stuff like that." I commented on his page and I was like, "You saw two body, but you're showing us one, and then you said the body was in a bag. How come it's not wrapped in a cotton?"
And they say it was 30 days there.
I commented on it. Because everybody following him or everybody on the stage is not just, you know, a fool. Like, you cannot just come, they called him, two bodies has been found, you know, and already you've known that the person is fair. So for somebody that has a body that has stayed 30 days or so, then you need to still be fair. Does it even make sense?
Nkiru, Teresa, hold on on TikTok, please. I saw a question, or I don't know whether that's a comment. Nkiru, good evening. You said that Mr. Ben has refused to aid investigation since he's the one that know all about the girls and Andrew. Nkiru, what do you think we are doing here now, please? Nkiru, I want you to come up. Don't hide. Nkiru, let me copy. Please, Nkiru, come up, please. Come up. I like your name, Nkiru. Nkiru, I got there again, ma. They are going to come on. Nkiru, please come up. Click on that. You don't have to show your face. Just talk. You say, Mr. Ben, you say Ben has refused to aid the investigation. He's the one that know all about the girls and the Andrew. Come up, please. You don't say you don't come comment now. The same Nkiru said, Nkiru, we're waiting for you. He said, I want to know why Oga Sabio is telling that woman that interviewed Mr. Ben that they have found evidence that showed that Mr. Ben is a co-accomplice. You can go to, if you take this question to Sabio's, copy the same question, go to Sabio now if it's live, drop it there, they will block you within a minute. Carry the same question and you will come back here to say they have blocked you. Can you take this question there, please? Eh? I know Nkiru, I know one Nkiru that is very smart, very intelligent. I don't believe that your name should be allow me to say what I want to say to you. If you don't want to come up, have a good day. I know your motive, but I hope I can treat your fuck up. Let's go. People are just...
Now, Mr. Ben, sorry, let me just comment on something. You know, Harrison said they found a body, you know, he got a call, they found a body close to Andrew's house and the body has been there, and then he's suspecting that it's a fair person. But, you know, from my biology that I study, you know, not everybody is, you know, used to all these stuff. A body, once a person dies, it's in the next 2 hours, the color of the complexion of the person changes.
Mm-hmm.
So how come a body has been close to Andrew's house for like 30 days and you now know that it's a fair person? The body is fair. It might be Celine's body. Does it make sense?
Because that was the script they gave to that movie. They gave him a script. They've already planned. If I did not come out, I guarantee you Celine family would have accepted that body.
You just came, the body is still fair. For a body that has stayed 30 days.
He came online and he told that the freeze. He said the body we saw was a fair complexion. I think they're still going to do autopsy. I think that may be Celine because Celine is fair. He said it.
Imagine.
He said it.
When you made that video and then I heard it, I was like, shit, this is just nonsense. This is nonsense. Because you cannot tell me that somebody that have died for like 30 days, the complexion is still there. That was when I knew that it was just something fishy is going on in this case. This is actually trash. This is trash. And then I also commented on this page because when you said two okay.
One guy one. I think he wants to come up with something.
Okay, yeah.
Faila, put somebody down, please. Somebody should go allow him to talk. If we did not do that, if I would have kept quiet in this house here that day, just let me carry on with my job, mourn my friend, forget about the matter, don't talk. The next thing they will do, all of the money they collected from Andrew, they will settle Celine family. They will give them the pole bearer that will cover the whole body. They only allow them to sight it. And then they will go and bury that chicken. Or they will even go and bury stone and return that chicken back to wherever they find it from, wherever they borrow it from.
Harrison told us 2 bodies. Why is it that up until today he has not showed us the second body? He has not talked about the second body that they found. He only showed one, and they used one of.
And nobody is asking him a question. It was 2 bodies he told the nation, and we contribute money for him for 2 bodies. Then he quickly went and started doing GoFundMe.
Exactly, GoFundMe for autopsy.
And to buy gloves.
Dropped account number.
Buy gloves. Onyoshi.
So why has he not even talked about the GoFundMe? Say, okay, do you know that even till now he has not even stopped the GoFundMe?
Onyoshi. He will not collect that money. Onyoshi guamunushu. Onyoshi cable. Onyoshi. Thief. Harrison is a thief. How are you? Hey, we got a Fiba brother in the house.
Please wait. This is wait. Let me read this for you.
Thank you.
Wait. Tell everybody they should be silent. I want to read this.
Hold on, please. Hold on. Hold on. Go ahead. Everybody should be patient, please. We are listening.
Hello, Ben.
Yeah, Pat, good evening. Pat, hold on for a second.
Okay.
Because we got Afiba, a senior brother in the house.
Okay.
So, if we did not that day speak out, what these people would have done, they would have quickly passed that body to Celine family. Then the next day, or even the same day, Guamunishu will tell them again they found another body. And Guamunishu will start raising money. Yes. Go ahead. Go ahead. We did not hear you. You mute yourself. Or mute yourself. Go. We can hear you. Why are you muting out now? Falila?
I'm here. I'm not mute. I'm here.
Falila, talk to Afiba brother now. I don't know what's happening. Okay, let me take 2 people down first, so that we can see maybe. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, hold on. Let's wait for him. He said he want to read something out for us. So what could that be? Ladies and gentlemen, we will find the truth and we will recover Afiba and Celine for the family. So whoever is holding them should leave them. Harrison has been fighting tooth and nail for blessing. Somebody think I'm doing this for blogging. At least I'm not lying for blogging. We're not lying. Let somebody else go.
Yeah, I think he has dropped. Maybe you can bring him up again or something.
He has dropped completely, so it's not even on the request list anymore. Let's wait for him. So if Pat, go on, please. Pat, go on. We got Pat on the YouTube. Pat.
Hi, Ben.
Yeah, go on. Your mic is a little bit it's echoing.
Oh, yeah, it's always the case.
Just go ahead, please. Go ahead. We can hear you.
Yeah, is it better now?
It's manageable.
Okay, so you just give me time. Just give me 2 minutes.
Okay, take your time then. So going forward, we're going to be exposing these lies. Whatever report they bring out next tomorrow, we'll press them until they tell us the investigation they did. Because they cannot arrest any police officer without arresting this clown here, their spokesperson. And the person he's protecting, Blessing and Darlington.
To enable them break down that door, because you can't break down somebody's door without permission. So
But at this
they
point,
could
they
not give
should
them
hit
landlord's
it.
number. Landlord, they now gave them the lawyer who is managing the property, and they now spoke to him that this is why they want to do so, you know.
Right.
So that was how they got approval. They came back and they were hitting the door with the leg with some iron until the door. They firstly opened that door. When they opened that door, that's where we now saw those lineup of okay, the other room has the lineup of shoes. But this room they opened, that's where they saw phones, some handsets in the room. So I did not send out those stuff they saw in that place. There are evidence I cannot post
Of course.
on social media.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
Suddenly there's the evidence he can't post. There's evidence he can't post. All of a sudden, Harrison is not posting evidence again. I don't know how anybody can still listen to this guy and don't call him out for who he is. So this was the lie that almost destroyed my life. Probably could have give a fake body to family member and make them lose hope. Go ahead, Pat. Hello? This is the lies.
When you listen to the suspense Harrison was using to describe how the other room was about to be broken, like you were expecting to say maybe they found human hair,
Human hair, a table where they are cutting people.
Because he actually took his time to create suspense.
He took his time. He took his time to create suspense. He took his time. It's like the music. You think movie. Then you are expecting one dramatic thing to happen. Then you just saw one tiny chicken pass by. We're like, is that what we're expecting? I thought there's going to be lion.
because they discovered they discovered handset there, handset. They discovered solotape. Rachel said the man sealed her mouth. They discovered the solotape from that room. They discovered vibrator
So the sellotape was the one he used to sellotape Rachel's mark.
That the leftover was in that room. No, and then later his people are angry. But this is not what we say. This is what he said. He don't be mad at me.
The sellotape is a mighty thing. It's just like GUN.
And there was a vibrator there. They have a special room where they keep vibrator. The vibrators. This guy, I have headache all the time I listen to this guy lies. You guys don't even know the job I have to do. I have to constantly catch him. I think Harrison, now before Harrison cough like this, is Ben listening. You look around, because if I cough now, Ben said I didn't cough.
Medications like for energy, for men, for sexual stuff, and the rest of them. They discovered
They find medication for egg stuff, medication. So they have a special room where they lock. There's a medication there, and there's a vibrator there. I don't know how big that vibrator may be.
So how does all of those things connect to the
organic harvesting
stuff?
Yes. And you know the funniest thing about Nigerians or our people generally. Now they have seen that the guy is fumbling, is lying. All of his lie has been breaking down. Instead of actually coming and say, "This guy, you deceive us. You're an idiot." You almost made us to lynch Ben, even though Ben does not deserve it, and begin to talk. Say, "Oh, guy, you know something? Why all this nonsense lie?" They will keep quiet now. They're not talking. They're not talking. They have kept quiet. They have kept quiet. All of them that are calling their daddy, they're on YouTube calling the Sabio their daddy, Mama of 5, that clown, Odofofo of internet. She doesn't have content if I don't talk anymore. Just to come out and analyze what I say.
Anybody that has sellotape in their house
now, organic harvester, according to Mama of 5, a nurse. I don't know who gives the certificate of nurse. Mr. Ben, you could have changed Andu. You couldn't change your daughter. Your daughter was stealing credit card. Your daughter, you said she was involved in fraud. Instead of creating content that actually align with your gift, you want to carry lie to be your gift.
The thing that was even paining me in that interview is that Sabio was just doing.
Sabio was shaking his head.
See one big and important thing that will aid the investigation, you know. He's really a potato. You got the name well.
He's potato. He's Mr. Potato.
Oh, really? Let me look at it this way. Andrew could have been an SEX. Which is okay. There's no crime in that. It's part of the human, is him being human, you know, an SEX freak. But then why are people, sitting on their moral high horse and judging him by that? To be the worst person on earth. And should have changed what's wrong in being an SEX freak.
If you listen to Harrison describing how Andy take chop Rachel, if you listen to it, you will cry. You basically begin to shed tears. How a human being, adult, open his mouth. And Rachel Mumu, I don't believe Rachel say all those things like that. I think they sat down and say, let's cook something that will captivate the nation. He do it from the back, then from front, then blood, boom, boom. Then he tried to put it on the mouth. Then he pour all over the face. Anderson was describing it. And he clean it. and he carried GUN and was following. Oh,
Harrison is not really smart. This thing is really important. If it was a well-developed country, Harrison made an exact statement. He said, and that's the tape that Rachel said, Mr. Andrew used.
yes, he basically called what Rachel said.
Go and check the DNA of Rachel on that sellotape. If DNA of Rachel is not on sellotape, that's a crime statement for Harris. Will be arrested for that. They will check the DNA on that sellotape to find out if indeed it was wrapped around this lady's legs as a human rights activity saying. If it is not, Harrison will be arrested in US or UK for making that statement. How can you make a statement that sellotape was the one used to wrap the lady's legs? Why seriously? Were you there?
You know, when you watch these skit makers, they do one dramatic things on the skit, then you are thinking this cannot be possible now. You understand? You think it's a joke. This is what this guy is doing now. But when you hear pastor pray for, so I was watching one video yesterday on Real. The pastor was praying for two women and said the women they were seducing men, and then the woman fall on the ground, and then a snake. I don't know how the pastor did it. They drop one long snake like that. Ah, I said this is the snake is coming out from her toto. Snake is coming out from her toto. Hey! The whole church, all the 15 of them in the front that covered that thing and dropped that snake from the bag. Then the crowd at the back that did not see can now see snake on the projector. Everybody was shouting. I was sitting down like this. I said, my people are perished by lack of knowledge. That's what Harrison is doing now. Exactly what they do. I don't understand. We becoming dumber.
Pouch, phone pouch, and the whole lot. The whole lot of female, both bangles and the rest of them.
Yes,
So what I did was to snap these phones.
Bangles, like bangles for ladies. A whole lot of it. A whole lot. Andrew pie people, pie two girls, live in bed, undressed with blood, leave the curtain, leave the whole of his house, door. We're talking about millionaire. Have you seen his house? Have you seen his house? Have you guys seen this guy's house? That is the guy he's staying now. That they have blood all over the places, and then they have a whole lot. And the guy lie down on that bed after piling people on the 8th. On the 28th. Then he lie down there, sleeping there all over the night until the 8th when they pick him up. Staff coming in and go, blood everywhere. Then the police that came, they arrested him and take him away. They saw all those things. They went. The guy is literally confessing the crime they went back there to commit. Those officers carry Andrew inside the car, take him back to Umahia, and then the door was left like that. The officer that came on 21st, when they were ironing Andrew's clothes, they were complimenting the young lady ironing Andrew's clothes. Let the police do their investigation. They don't, because they know where the girls are. That can only be the judgment. Because if truly Andrew tied them, it doesn't cost the police one day to find out what happened. It doesn't take them one day. Am I lying, guys? If truly Andrew tied them, it's one day. It's just one day. And I repeat again. I repeat again. I repeat again. Andrew told me I didn't do it. Andrew told the police he did not do it. For 2 weeks, he was locked up. Sabio hopped on my life yesterday after a Dr. Kemi, and he said the only person that can tell us the fate of the girl is Ben Simon. I am now the Ben Simon now. Just imagine that I'm the Ben Simon. If Andrew did not tell me that, yes sir.
Check two of your check now. I'll send you something. Check.
Okay, let me check. If you guys can hear, okay.
Check now.
Okay. Okay, let me check. I think you sent it on our business WhatsApp. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. Today, should you want me to read it out? Do you want me to read it out? Hello? Hello? Okay, 1 second, guys. One second, guys. I'm coming because this may be important message. I have to take my time to read it. Can you guys hear me? Hold on, guys. I want you guys to stop tapping, and doing justice for FIBA and Celine. Please keep tapping, keep tapping, keep tapping. Keep tapping, keep tapping. Every lie shall be destroyed. Every fake news shall be destroyed. Keep tapping, keep tapping. Keep tapping, guys. Okay. Okay. Francis. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Hello, Francis. Hello? Alila? I need to bring this guy back on. Can you guys hear me? Nobody's talking.
Yes, we can hear you, Mr. Ben.
Okay, I've got some messages. I'm just gonna. That guy left too, but I'm gonna check the message out. Let me prove it before I read it out. We are here. Oh. Please, nobody should go away because this is action, live action. But I wanted to hear from him whether he want me to read them out, because if it come like this, I need. Okay, Francis is back. Francis, are you there? I'm gonna bring somebody down so I can bring Francis up. Okay. Hello. We're not playing, no. We're not playing. Every lie shall be destroyed. Okay. Hello. Yes.
I'm here now. You can read it.
I should read it. Okay, hold on. Eh? Yeah, where they are going? Let me check. I should read it out, yeah?
Yeah. You see the message. You just read it. You see where they're going now.
Okay, 1 second. Is that the police that sent you this message?
Somebody just sent it to me. He said it was on Sabio page. Okay, you can read it yourself. You see it.
Oh, it's on Sabio's page.
Yeah, so he sent it to I don't want to mention the person.
Okay, no worry. Eh?
Andrew House before in Nigeria.
Yes.
So you understand exactly the messages. So you just read it.
Barrister, I'm listening.
Please, please, let's manage our information very well. Because we have a fight. We are fighting.
Yes.
I understand she is trying to bring out certain things, but I don't think you need to digest whatever.
That's exactly what I'm doing. All the delay I'm doing is for me to look at what I'm doing. I don't just want to bust anybody's bubble. Okay, she's objective. Thank you. That's all I needed to hear from a woman in the house. Madam, I have done my research about you. Your meat is almost like zero. That means you are a dignified person. Where's that video that's coming up? I have no problem with your husband, and I have no problem with you. But I want you to put your voice to this. 2 girls are missing. Oh, sorry about that. Me just speaking English for no reason. Oh, Francis. I have to read it first. Before I read it out. Brother. It's very important. It's very important I take my time to read it.
Yeah. So take your time. After you can even keep it.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I know they are important. I will read it.
Send them to you so that you know what. Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I was having some issues. That's why I couldn't connect.
Francis, speak to Francis. Are you there?
Francis. My messages no, my messages no way. Near who quite persuade the come out for a commotion. Yeah, only did you say I am what? What am I saying? So, what do I know. So you really want to get answers, but let's review these messages and be sure before we do anything. Why? Okay.
But this is actually available right now on
Mr. Ben, let me talk to the people.
Well, go ahead, please.
So to let her to tell him to calm down. I know he's anxious and looking for his sister. We know we want everything that we can get possibly to help the situation, but we have to disseminate information when we get them. It will be necessary for us to sit behind and look at this constructively. If it's necessary to put it out there, we will do so. If it's not necessary, we'll keep it for the right purposes. Okay? That is why I had to come in to get him to calm down so we don't get over ourselves in this issue. So respectively, I think he understood what
he does. You don't. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, as I said before, all this thing that we are looking at now, I think is publicly available on Sabio's page at the moment. So whatever Sabio is releasing, he can release them. We'll look at them and then we'll address it properly on the proper channel. I feel like no lies can overshadow what we are trying to do here. If they are really ready, I'm curious to read this thing though. Guys, I want to read it. But you guys are saying I should not read it. Eh? Barrister has been very quiet.
I would suggest you don't read it because these people are setting a lot of traps. I know you are saying the truth, but I would just, when you talk to Fanida and Anti-Barrister, maybe later,
we can digest it. We can digest it and begin to read it out.
Yeah, read it on Instagram.
Oh, it's on his IG. Okay.
I'm reading something that somebody sent to him. Somebody sent to him. So I don't know if it is what the African brother sent to you. So
I think that is what it's saying. I believe that's what it's saying. I'll not read it. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? No, I will not read it. No way. I will have to digest it properly. Before I read it. Okay, guys. Nigeria, my country. See what we're doing here. People think we're actually joking, no? We're not joking, no? We're on their tail. On their tail. Even though Francis tried to mess me up now because I can't read it. I'm using the same phone, the same WhatsApp message he sent everything to. I'm reading the same, so I can't read exactly what he means. So
I think you shouldn't comment on it.
I don't.
It's a very tricky statement that I even read right now at the VOC. Any comment you make on this particular message
is watching now.
Go a long way to make report by the police, and it might probably not help.
Okay, all right, we ignore it. Let us push on with our program. Let's push on with our program. Thank you so much. The YouTube be buzzing. I want to thank you guys. We got Kamara is in the house. Kamara, come up, please. Pat is around. Pat, come up.
Go to the comment section.
Hear me now?
Pat,
Can you hear me?
yes, Pat, we can hear you.
I want you to let me just start.
Go on, Pat.
Yeah, let me start from the most recent. The most recent is about the information you just get.
Okay.
Mr. Ben, I did not give you my background, but it's not necessary.
Yes.
But what I want to tell you is this. That's why I didn't give it to you, because it's not necessary. But what I want to tell you is this. Every information that you get, you are not in a hurry. The world is not ending tomorrow.
Yes.
Every information you get, because this is a serious case, and there are people fighting to silence your voice.
Yes.
So take your time. Digest every information you get. You can sleep over it, whatever information it is, especially whatever that is not coming directly from you. Take your time, digest it, sleep over it, and be sure you want to talk about it. Don't take things in a hurry. Okay? Take your time and absorb it. Whatever information, even if they say something is ending now, take your time, digest it, absorb it before you give it out. Okay? That's one thing I want to say. Another thing I want to say, which my spirit is telling me, is to call your attention. Maybe sometimes we may want to forget some things. You are fighting. You are not really fighting. There are people fighting to make sure that your voice is silenced. This is a script that these people wrote. You have to always keep this behind your mind. And on this script, they already planned everything that they did, and they concluded, and it was like finished. You just pop up from nowhere, trying to expose them. As a group, they are fighting from all corners. Anybody who is reasonable that listens to Sabio, whatever you call him, will know that all what he is doing is just to look for a way, to look for something that he can hinge on, to make people not to see the relevance of what you're saying. This is more reason you have to be careful. And please, I keep still saying, stop giving that guy attention. Go, continue with your exposure, continue with questions about what Harrison did, about what Blessing did, whatever, however they want to interpret it, because now it is obvious that what they are doing is just to look for what to pick up to be able to, to silence your voice.
Disorganize me.
To disorganize you. He's tried everything to say, oh, people should not go to your page, oh, you're a cameraman and all that. Don't pay him that, don't give him that relevance. He doesn't want it. I don't know if you reason, I don't know if you, I see the intelligence in you.
100%.
Listening to him shows that he's far below reasoning. So, and again, even though he's not reasoning smart, he's still fighting to try.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. And he gives you an indication of the perception of the police. If I say the police here, I am excluding the good people, because I know there are good officers.
There are good ones, yes.
Yes. So, but there are people who cooked up this whole thing. And don't forget that even though there were 4 people who came, for the operation, it did not end on those 4 people. There are still people who support these 4 people, in the office. The cloth that you see Harrison wearing, look at that cloth, you will see the color, that the black cloth that you see him wearing most times. That cloth signifies, like, he used it to impersonate, because you see the color in that cloth is the police color, even though there is writing on it. So, and you see even the policemen, they don't wear uniform. So except Harrison comes in the public to say, oh, I am Harrison, I'm not a police officer. If you see all of them and you see these ones wearing wearing the same mufti, it is still the same color that makes them police officers. So Harrison portrays himself as an officer. For that cloth, you see him wearing the black cloth that has a blue and yellow badge on it. That is police color, okay? And he purposely wear that cloth. This one he's wearing in your picture, I guess that's the
Yes,
same color.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you will see the color there. That yellow and blue color, that yellow and blue stripe is police color. So this is a script that these people has written. They finish all their plan, but you just pop up from nowhere. So all what they are doing right now, why I am saying this is because I listened to something you shared today about the Sabi.
Oh, Pat's cut off. Pat, come back, please. We are on. Pat, come back, please. Kamara, go ahead.
Are you getting me?
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Okay, I'm talking to you from Monrovia, Liberia.
Oh, good evening, sir. Our brother from Monrovia. How are you, sir?
I'm great, thank God. Mr. Ben, I want to tell you one thing today. Had it not been for your addition, had it not been for what you are doing right now, this case would have been gone ever since. It would have been over ever since. Like the previous caller was saying, everything these guys are trying to do right now is to figure a way to silence you. The moment you stop talking, their mission is accomplished. This is very simple. It is the weirdest I have ever seen in my whole life. Today, I listened to Sabio and really, how I really wish I was standing right before him because the cell phone or the computer was somehow in my eyes. Now, my own advice to you, like the previous person was saying, not all of your information you should reveal sooner. There are some that's supposed to be a trump card. These guys are having hard time with you right now. They are struggling. They are doing everything they can. This is just simple. Those guys that deleted Andrew, they did it to close the case up. If they had kept Andrew alive, we will not be discussing all of this today. You are all the way there in the UK. How can you be right there in Nigeria? You have people who represented the police with someone claiming to be a human rights activist doing the job of a police. And up to this point, the police are not talking. I mean, it's weird. And another person who's claiming to be an investigator or whatever he called himself is up there trying to promote what Harrison is doing. So what I want to tell you from all here, we are all over the world monitoring you. In Africa here, others are in other parts of the continent. We are seeing you. We are looking at the importance of what you are doing. And I can always repeat it. Had it really not been that you, Mr. Ben, were into this case, when Harrison was talking, see their body, Andrew is finished, Andrew gone, everything is over. How can you start as a human rights activist be saying that everything is over, everything is finished, he is gone, it's over? I mean, the war is over. You know what it means when you say it's over? What is over? The case is over. The search for the girls are over. The essence of people being concerned are over.
The
The
lesson to
chapter
learn.
is closed. I mean, I hope you're getting what I'm saying, Mr. Ben.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
mean, so they are after you. They are just after you. You are the only one that is giving a headache right now. And the main people, like we're saying, the bad one among the security apparatus, they're sitting right back there. And as I speak right now, I really, really think and feel fully that they want to figure all other means to pass through this Sabio and Harrison guy to find a way to silence you. So don't let them do anything to move you. Your cause is just. It's pure like mineral water. Like you said the other time. Here in Liberia, we say it's clear like drinking water. So you shouldn't, no one should move you. You have the backing of a lot of people. There are people looking at you from many places of the world, and we all know that without you, this case would have been gone long since in the dust. And I'm not alone looking at it. There are places where a lot of us use the stream and look at you. We talk about it, we analyze it, and we say how we wish this man was given an opportunity to be there and cut this case short and just make it very, very easy. I mean, starting from Blessing, going all through those guys that by Andrew, going to the documentation they did in Abuja. I mean, I'm not in Nigeria. If we were not following you, Mr. Ben, we can know all of this. This is simple.
Thank you, sir.
It's so simple. When those girls got confused, and Andrew told you that indeed a girl left his place. When those girl got confused, if it is fully established that they left the place, who place you think they will go to? They will go to Blessing's place.
Simple.
Because Blessings is their host. They will go to Blessing's place. And this Blessing, who's supposed to be keeping those girls, according to her, she left her key there. And she know that those girls were supposed to go back there. So if those girls left Andrew place, the only place they will run to first, especially Afiba, will be Blessing's place. And this Blessing just lost Vim. You can't find her. Only by some coincidence, Harrison, Blessing, everyone and they appear together in Abuja. I don't know if they can disappear and appear. And another coincidence again, we saw Harrison having a nursery class for Blessing. He was calling interview. And today Sabio was also having a nursery class for Harrison. He called interview. I mean, I don't understand this. Nigeria has done a whole lot for us in Liberia here. Peacekeepers die for us here. This is the least we expected to hear from the security apparatus of Nigeria. We know that some of them, but those some that are doing this should be read out. It's not fair to Nigeria. That nation is a big country. This is not what we expect to hear around the world. And it's so sad that the police are not talking.
We are not even fighting the police. We just want people that are responsible for this crime to
come out.
To come out. That's it.
To come out. That's all. They have to come out.
Let's find out about the truth. What is that difficult?
And you have people that are taking pride in barricading them. Why are you in between, Harrison? Why are you there in between? Why are you in between? Every now and then you are there doing this thing. Had it not been for your voice, Mr. Ben, Harrison would have said a lot. But now he feels that he's being exposed. Nowadays, Harrison is quiet. I don't know where. I don't even know when Harrison went to Abia. I don't know when he went there. Since the last stuff he did, you receiving money from the security apparatus or some guys. Who are you? Who are you? You receiving, I don't know how you call the money, FOC or whatever. You are the one that going showing body. The body that you showed that was not Afiba's body and was not Salim's body. Where did that body come from?
Serious question. Where did you get
Where did that body come from? I mean, I'm so shocked that people are not asking this question. That body is also another human being.
It's a crime.
That body was, according to you, that body was around our community for 1 month, up to 30 days. The community people never raised alarm. No, they are from different planets. It's not on this planet Earth. Then it means the people in our community got to be some extraterrestrial that have problem with their sense of smell. That can never happen. It's unheard of everywhere around Africa here. 2 days, up to the 10th, 4th day, you hear people complaining something is rotting here, something is happening here, especially with this kind of sensitive case. The coincidences are too much. Up to now, somebody is not speaking. I am concerned about that. I don't know why people are quiet. At the beginning of this case, there is this blessing boyfriend. No one is asking question. I mean, what is happening?
I'm shocked.
How could this be a norm somewhere? No, it's not norm. I don't want to call it norm. Let me call that a mistake on my part. That can be a norm somewhere. So, my brother, we admonish you. We want to tell you thank you so much. Continue the fight. Don't stop. If you stop, it means Afiba and Celine are gone. They are over.
Thank you, sir.
The moment you stop, it's finished. You are the only reason why everyone is hearing about Afiba and Celine right now. Left with the other guys, it would have been finished. The presentation of that 4 ballots would have just closed, put a tap over that entire case. So I want to encourage you now to keep on the line to give others the chance. Thank you so much and continue this fight, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Pat, let me hear you again, sir. Pat, go ahead.
Mr. Ben, please speak, barrister.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yes. So, Mr. Ben, I don't know how the thing cut off. So I was making a point.
Yes.
And because this last caller kind of like bring in a little bit into what I was, also going to say, I don't want to repeat that. But one thing I want you to know now is this. These guys are working. They are looking for a way. Based on what I hear Harrison say today on his interview with the Sabio. Imagine a country where 2 people are missing and they killed judiciously killed Andrew, and Harrison went to get a body from nowhere, that they want to interrogate or investigate this type of crime, and the high-powered police delegation team or whatever they call them, now someone is meeting between Harrison and the blessing and the Celine sister and Harrison's what is his name? The Harrison's boy. How on earth will
Marvelous was involved in the meeting?
Yes, how on earth will investigative police officers wanting to get information about an account where these people play different role, and you are bringing them all in a conference room? It shows a signal. It shows a red flag, and that red flag is that everybody is working all together. It's the same group. They are working all together to see how they can push a narrative. If we wake up tomorrow and hear that it was even you that fly to Nigeria and kidnap those girls, don't be surprised, Ben. I'm telling you right now. If you wake up tomorrow and hear a news that from their investigation that they have found out that you were even the one that came and took the girls from Andrew's house, don't be surprised. So expect the worst from these guys. But again,
Sure.
continue sounding your truth. Another thing I will want you to do is, I don't know your relationship with, but then you don't need to have a relationship with the local police where you are. I remember in the past that you said you laid a complaint. I will advise that you go back. Bring up this matter, the side that concerns you. Let them know what's going on. Take your time, write the report, full report, because so many things has also displayed or happened over this period, maybe from the last time you went to the police. Go to your local police. Don't take anything for granted about this case. You have to also cover your side because you don't know these guys. This is the top echelon of police in a country that is looking for a way to cover up a case. It's so bad. It's so bad. So try to protect yourself. Try to make sure that on your own side, you lay a good report from your local police of the whole event. You're gonna write so that they have a record of everything, and also allow them to kind of open a window for them to see what's playing out, just in case. Okay. Any sensible person, now I want to talk to people who still have their brain intact. Any sensible person in this matter that hear this story should be asking one question. Harrison, whose body was that? Why was it necessary?
Whose body was that?
That's the only question. Whose body was that? How did you, what concerned you with the money that you went to go and pick? Just 2 simple questions. And to the police, you should not overrule the fact that there is possibility of these girls leaving Andrew's house and probably going to Blessing's place.
Exactly.
According to Blessing's narrative, she said that she left that night. If we walk with that, and knowing that Afiba is a foreigner and the only person she knows is Blessing, if she had decided, or both of them decided to go back to Blessing's place, and Blessing has left her place, who was in Blessing's house? Why won't you guys take your investigation just one step further to say who was in your house, who was to receive these people when you left? What was the instruction you gave? Who did you give instruction? You know, were you able to ask the people that you left the key to? Were you able to ask them if they happen to see these girls? What was their reaction? Let's even assume that Blessing is not involved, but I am saying from all what is going on, that Blessing, even before the girls came to Nigeria, Blessing has already has her plan. I am making open allegations so that people can start, they can start going to court, suing people. So we can, by the time we go to defend ourselves, there will now be an opportunity for investigation and questioning. That's what I'm saying. Question to Harry: whose body did you get with your police members? Whose body was that? Whose body was that? Since today you say it is not Celine or Afiba. You never said it is their body. Whose body was that? Tell the world whose body was that. How did you get possession of somebody's body? How did
Mr. Ben, look at this. Look at this, my brother, for a minute. What if the return of those girls would have exposed a kind of secret that somebody in the background had? So what if you got to look at all of the what if? The return of those girls going to Andrew's place and coming back, those girls would have exposed a secret that would have embarrassed somebody. What if that person is the person in the background pulling all of those strings for the girls not to be seen? So you can't rule anything out.
There is
the case is there that those girls left, but their return would have exposed something.
Yes.
And if that person feel threatened by A, they with all of their connection can get up there and do things that will get us to where we are today. This is why blessing aspect is very, very important.
Yeah.
Because the very first place those girls will run would be to Blessing's place.
Exactly.
And if the girls were getting there, what if they return? Because it is clear, if Afiba returned and there was some mistreatment, some things happen, and those things are about somebody who's around other than Andrew, Afiba will obviously say, no, this person is so, and we thought they were so. So those people could still be in the background there, pulling some strings so that we can know the fact. And you need to know, Andrew didn't kill himself. Andrew was alive. I mean, I'm sorry, you guys are using pie. Andrew didn't buy himself. Andrew was alive. And Andrew was supposed to be taken to the police station for investigation. So when Ben said Andrew was not guilty, I don't know how the Nigerian law is like, but under our law here, no one is guilty until proven guilty in the competent jurisdiction.
Harrison, the judge, pronounced Andrew guilty. Harrison and his
I think that could be like in Mexico or somewhere where you are guilty until proven innocent. But here, our law say you are innocent until proven guilty in a competent court of jurisdiction. So I don't know how they were doing it. Now, if you take Andrew there, Andrew would have just explained. Somebody was talking the other day. Andrew would have just simply explained. This guy orientation is from the UK. Those people don't let it be stressed. He was going to simply explain what happened. And by explaining, somebody somewhere would have been threatened by what Andrew was going to say. It is that person that is looming in the background that had to delete Andrew. It is that person that is looming in the background, shaking hands with Harrison and the other guys to make sure that this thing ends right somewhere. It is that person that is looming in the background, sponsoring people to stop Ben from talking. Because the only other pin they get in their bag right now is Ben that is talking. Things that Ben has saying have the propensity to expose them.
Amara, hold on, please.
Excuse me. Ben, just 1 minute. Ben, just 1 minute.
Yes, hold on. Pat, hold on. Barrister, hold on. Barrister, go ahead. That interview was the reason why they are running Helter Skelter now.
This just realize that you have hit a nerve. You have touched something that has pushed them up and down. Now, look at it this way. Ask yourself, when we tell people to think like human beings, we're not asking for too much. We are just asking to use your common sense. How come it is now that we had this interview yesterday? Today, police brought reports. This evening, somebody is bringing out something by a whistleblower. These are all distractions. We do not play by distractions. Like I've always said, our questions here have been simple. Blessing, why did you not report to the police, even in your locality? If somebody sends an SOS message to me, as I am here now in Lagos, Nigeria, and the person is even in those states, not here, I will quickly run to the police by my area to say, this is what I received. How do I get help? Even though I don't know how to get to Edo, they will direct me. I'm just explaining to you, a person that has an intention to help would have taken certain steps. The fact that she refused to take those steps already for me makes her a suspect. Now, coming back to Andrew, let me tell you something about someone that has given up on life. Maybe people don't know. Andrew was already defeated in life based on what you explained. He may have money, but he was already defeated in life. That's why from time to time he contemplated suicide. You cannot, a person that has been contemplating suicide, death is not something, you see, life is not something they will so fancy. However, when you see someone trying to still put his head out to say, this is my story, this is what happened, it's because they didn't do it. If that man, my own observation, if that man who you know, I think by the story you have explained and what I've seen, with all the losses he experienced in life, with everything, he was already feeling like, what's all this life about? We'll hustle here, hustle there, and everything goes down the drain. What am I living for? He already was contemplating, one day I'll leave this world. So I don't think death, sorry, I'm using death here now, so I don't think dying is some to fear him. But I think he was really concerned about anybody labeling him what he has not done. And that is why he tried to tell you his story. And let me tell you, in a person's most scared moments, when you ask them, Buddy, did you do this? When he was traveling on that Benway road, he didn't know anywhere. I tell you for free that he already was feeling that something is not adding up.
He was going to be.
Yes, he was not sure. But when you told him that this, and you asked him, did you do it? And he told you, Buddy, I didn't do it. I will take his word for it until I find a contrary evidence. That is what I would do as a friend. And that is what you have done. He didn't tell you that he fired anybody. You are not in his house when the girls came. So it is enough that he said he didn't do it. And even at the police in Umuahia, he maintained the same story.
For almost 15 days.
He maintained, you see, Nigerians don't be distracted. You see all this gallivanting they are doing. It's a gymnastics for people to get distracted. They are doing, you see, when somebody is running kitty like that, they want to distract you. The man stayed in cell. This is a man that will pay 1.5 million to get chains off his leg. How much do you think he would have paid to go home to sleep?
To live another day and be free.
How much do you think he would have paid to the police in Aba, in Umuahia? Because you see, it goes to contradict what people are saying. They held him. There is no, as far as I'm concerned, there's no duplex in the police station. The police station is not conducive for anybody, even the counter. Anybody here knows, even the counter is not conducive.
Harrison said he was given a suit and his phone, and the guy did not contact me for 15 days.
For 15 days.
I have messages here sending messages to people in Nigeria to contact the sister for me. Say, I'm calling this number, it's not going to help me call it. This guy have not get in touch since on the 8th. I have messages with date. So this guy has no phone with him. Soon the phone go back to him. He reach out.
Mr. Ben, remember that the circumstance of his arrest, he barricaded himself. Let's be factual. He barricaded himself, okay? So the police didn't want to also tie him. And that's why it took so long. The police wanted to come in, gather evidence, carry the man. So he already had committed an offense, trying to.
Yeah, we can hear you. Just some people giving us gifts. Thank you for the gifters.
Thank you, gifters. Trying to Columbine himself, okay? He was and the police. So that was already something that was a crime, and that's why they put him in detention for 15 days or thereabouts. And in that detention, they were still looking for Selena and Afiba. How come by their own investigation they said self-kidnap?
Self-kidnap.
Then, what did they do to reach that conclusion of self-kidnap? Nobody can bring this story down. So look at it again. Look at this again. When the police came to carry him, I say it with all sincerity, there was no intention for Andrew to be alive. Nobody had, from the time they came to carry him, there was a reason. The reason is to delete this man. Why was the urgency for Blessing's petition in Abuja on the 8th? Meanwhile, she could not write a petition or go and even shout on her Instagram page on the 28th of April.
She did not post on her Instagram. She did not post on her Twitter. She did not travel to Aba from the 28th. She did not move. And
suddenly, she became so interested.
They arrested Andrew on the 8th. So Andrew was free. This guy had no concern. Immediately they pick Andrew, they begin to write a petition 72 hours later. Andrew was picked up on the 8th by, let's say, they left that house around 9 o'clock. Okay. From that 8 to the 9, that is 48, that is 24 hours, right?
24 hours.
So from that will be on the 9th.
Yes.
So from that 9th to the 10th, that will be 24 hours. It's less than 72 hours. Andrew was basically in the police cells less than 72 hours.
Still being questioned. Who hiding? They have not even investigated the man.
Why are you writing a petition, Blessing? Why are you writing a petition 72 hours? You that waited for almost 2 weeks.
You didn't do anything. Then immediately you heard Andrew was arrested, you quickly went to write the petition. I beg to say that there's a lot to this story. I beg to say that why is it that there's a careful removal of Blessing's boyfriend from this conversation?
Yeah. There's a careful removal of Darlington from this Senator Darlington Nwokocha from Abia, Labour Party Senator.
So why are they carefully removing that man's name? From the time they did that interview at Harrison's page, the man's name was In fact, the man's name never came up. We are not going to be distracted. Blessing and her boyfriend are the first suspects of Afiba's husband.
This is what the guy said. I didn't say it. The husband of the person you say you are interested in looking for. When this hotelier, Mr. Potato, brought into the stage, said, "Who is your suspect?" He said, "My first suspect is Blessing and her husband, a boyfriend, Darlington."
I also feel that maybe Afiba's husband did not give Sabio a hint of what he wanted to say. He didn't.
He didn't. That was a shock for him.
Yes, he followed up and said all those things he said. And then it's so
to working with what he was getting from Mr. Ben. That was what he was looking for then. Okay, he was getting from Mr. Ben's posts and live this thing. That was what he was working and still working with.
I'm still asking, guys.
Mr. Even though I've told you not to talk about it, you speak with anti-barrister and Famila. That, there's some things, I don't know if I should say it. Anti-barrister, I don't know if it just a little, I just want to explain, say a little thing. I read something there.
Go ahead.
No, it wasn't something into that post.
We don't want to think about that post because this is the reaction that we expect on our page.
We are not going to.
Mr. Ben, what is your question?
Because I'm working already.
Okay? Let's the police.
No, don't worry. Let the police read that.
Let them bring their reaction, their own statement, so that we can know what it is they want to say. Let them come out and tell us. I tell me, why is it? Look at police will soon give us a report. Suddenly, this one posted something. Why? Police, look at us. They can make us small now.
See, I said if you look at the reaction they got yesterday after that interview, if you see the reaction was very, for them, they wasn't expecting that interview to take place. And what are the odds that Dr. Kemi does not invite people to her life? How many times did you see people featuring there? What are the odds that Sabio has to come on that particular time? First, what are the odds that Sabio connected with Pat? May God bless you. Waiting Pat talk tonight is a confirmation of something. Waiting Pat said tonight is a confirmation that we are on the right track. Pat, are you there? Pat, are you there? Pat, I think Pat is muted. I don't know. He can't hear me. When we had that interview with Daddy Freeze, we're just going on, and Mr. Potato stepped out. The next thing, Mr. Potato came back and said, "I'm inviting somebody special into this case." Do you know who they brought? Afiba's. What are the odds? Oh, suddenly Afiba's husband DM you, and then you DM Daddy Freeze, and Daddy Freeze brought him up. How? So what are the odds yesterday after my 3 hours interview with Dr. Kemi? And then I step out. Who contacted Dr. Kemi to allow Sabio to come up? Dr. Kemi must have done it because Dr. Kemi don't know who this guy is. They just say maybe somebody want to contribute, and then some powerful people DM her. Dr. Kemi has done a great job. She knows this over this, but I've seen the plan yesterday, and I'm sure she knows the plan. She saw everything. Because when Sabio came up, the woman was just like looking at, what is this guy talking about? I'm going, man. I don't want to talk. Do you know at no point did Dr. Kemi ask this guy a serious question? The guy, Mr. Ben was holding the camera. Mr. Ben was this. Mr. Ben was this. The woman was just like, No, the woman was playing music on her phone. She was playing music on her phone. And then she looked. They said, what do? You say, we. Who are we? I don't want to talk about my work now.
She asked if you are saying we. She asked him again, what do? You know, did you hire a private investigator or is your investigator? That was what Dr. Do you know how much it is to hire a private investigator? Now think about it. Bill opening his mouth to say he told the man not to pay a dime, that he will sort it for you. At that point, this one has been working. That he's not a social media person. And that he doesn't believe in the media. You're going on his life to tell him don't believe in the media. What he's doing on over there?
He was angry. He was rushing. He was getting sweating. He was shouting at the woman. Don't believe Ben, anything.
This is what I'm trying to comment. People say this man that is wearing blue shirt, I don't understand him. What are you talking about, Ben?
You should
You're not talking about the involvement of the police. You're not talking about the blessing. You're not talking about everything. Only Ben.
He should post it. He should post that interview. He should post it.
That is why you see, Mr. Ben, we will not be frightened. We will not be shaken. We have no business with any distraction. Our conversation with this platform has been very simple. Where is Selena Nafiba? Thank you. Who ordered the deleting of Andrew? What is it that is so important that Harrison had to go and rent a body or get a body? I don't know what I will call it. Will I call it rent a chef or rent a body? That I have to go and bring a body and say he said it's fair like Celine.
Hey, he basically said it. He basically said it out of his mouth.
How can you say a body is fair like Celine? The body that takes 30 days. Meanwhile, once a person dies, in the next 2 hours, the complexion changes. So listen, and the picture that they sent to the family is just skeleton. So how do you determine if a skeleton is white or black? Imagine that. Wahala. And you're forcing the people to say, this is your sister. And the person says, he cannot tell me that this is my sister. Please, everybody. If somebody finds a remain somewhere, what should be the role of the police? Is it not to say, oh, we found a body, and families, can you come around? Let us see if we can take specimen from this body and your DNAs, so that we can match it. I don't know if you understand. That would have even made it, as much as I don't trust Nigerian police, but that would have even appeared as if they wanted to work. And did you see how they were dressed? How casually they were dressed? Somebody that wants to go and identify a body, at least you wear your personal exactly what I told Mr. Ben. Somebody that is going to the bush to go and look for a body wearing white, it don't make no sense.
The guy was going to victory parade. He was going to victory parade. And if you see the way he was laughing on that evening, under the freeze, and I'm like, what is this guy? I was thinking, I'm like, what is this guy talking about? He's lying. I was beating him. I said, this guy is lying. And the next day, I break loose. I say something.
The truth is that I also went to because I remember those days while I was still in school, we had like cadavers in the lab and stuff like that we used for practical purposes. You see most people, all these movie people coming to hire cadavers to do whatever they want to do. So I feel Harrison went to hire a cadaver, just to present it, and then after. So now the body that he said he saw, where is it currently? Is it in the morgue or how come they are not to FFC up to date to tell us, man, Harrison.
Is that body even in the morgue? Is that body?
You know what, Mr.
Yes.
Do you know that
DNA, okay? DNA test, okay? Let's say somebody in Ghana, I'm just giving an example. In Ghana, if you're in Ghana and you want to do DNA test for your child, and the process takes, when they take the sample, it takes only 10 days. 10 days for the sample to be sent to the UK, where it will be conducted, and for it to be sent back to you with your results. So tell me about it. DNA test on your own child is only 3,000, 2,000, almost 3,000 Ghana cedis, which is less than, let me say, in dollars, it should be about maybe $300, even not close, $250.
In pounds, in pounds, that would be around maybe like, yeah, $120, 120 pounds.
Just to conduct the DNA, which will take 10 days. This is just taking a sample from that body and a sample from the family member to conduct the test. To be sure that it belongs to some one of them. And not to force it. Not to force it on them.
In one of Harrison's posts, I think the day they identified the whatever body, he said that when he was demonstrating in the room in Andrew's room, he said that here there is a table here that they've removed the table.
Yeah, there's a table in that wide room there that they've removed it.
Who removed the table before they came?
Who? And that is not.
I don't know if you're trying to get what
I got you, yeah.
But see, that thing is coming to me. That's he was demonstrating that the table here, there is something black sheep, whatever here, but they've removed the table. So when did they remove the table? And who removed the table?
Yeah, that one will put himself in more trouble. He should continue going up and down. As far as I'm concerned, we will not stop asking Harrison why he would collect 1 point any money at all over and it's something that somebody has paid. Make it make sense. Who will collect that kind of money? And what reason? Or for what purpose will you collect it?
In cash. And came online. And you get people, human being, under his page saying, well done. You are our hero. I can't believe this thing.
Harrison's responsibility.
You are our hero.
Is he a member of the Nigerian police force? Is he a member of the Nigerian police force? Is he an investigator to say is he an investigator? You see, because let me tell you, there are enough materials for the families or interested parties who want to sue to the point that they are going to be satisfied. Because Harrison's involvement cannot be overlooked. Harrison was already prejudicial. He was already prejudicial by telling what is his name? Marvelous, to go and check.
How do you send your staff to go and check? You see, when God is doing something in this world, God does not. You see, as Barrister said, you see, there's no perfect crime. All you need to do is to look at the detail. You will see crack everywhere. You sent Marvelous to go and identify Andrew. I ask you on Daddy Freeze, on what purpose do you have to send Marvelous to go and identify Andrew? You say because they were pampering Andrew. So what do you expect them to do to a suspect?
By that time, he was the director of police already.
Exactly. So what were you expecting?
What were you expecting them to torture the guy? Then you say, Marvelous, is this the man you identify? And Marvelous say, yeah, that is the big head and the bastard.
That the bastard, yes.
How?
How can you say such?
When do we become a nation that have no sympathy, that have no value?
Look at the prejudice.
Moreover, somebody who represents a human rights activist making such statement.
And on his chest, he wrote, I am a human rights activist. How do you expect this? And I spoke. Go ahead, please.
Was he expecting that Andrew's fingers should have been chopped?
Yes, that's what he wanted.
Was he expecting his teeth to have been plucked? Because when he said that they were they were pampering Andrew. What did he mean by pampering Andrew? That goes to show that there was already prejudice. And the removal of Andrew from Umaya, I cannot say his hands are not there. I cannot say he was not in the picture from the beginning, because for him to go and send Marvelous, he had already formed a bias.
At my time, can I ask more questions? You know a lot about the Nigerian law. Is there any law in Nigeria that gets people who disseminate false information arrested? Is there a law in Nigeria? Because I know for Ghana.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course.
Is there a law like that? Like
yes, yes.
Wow.
Not when you are working for the police, though. Not when you are police rat.
You are disseminating the information on behalf of the police. Who will not arrest you?
Because I'm surprised though. The reason I'm surprised is when Harrison speaks about let's say the prime suspect and the womb pamphlet and all that, I feel Harrison had no interest in finding Akiba and selling it.
No.
When this man was alive, and even if they were pampering him, as a human rights activist, who also had access to the police, all you have to do was just one thing. Let's give a call to the police people who you are cool with. Interact with the man. Are you sure the girls, you do something to them? What do you need? Is anything worrying with you? Are you okay? Are you sure you didn't buy the girls? This is what Harrison should have done when Andrew was alive. You don't wait for them. You watch interviews for Akiba and Kelly. Kids, why do you wait for the man to buy before you start looking for Kelly and Akiba? We're not even interested in looking for the girls in the
You see, Kwame, my brother, anybody that was interested or is interested in finding Celine and Afiba will not be interested in hurting Andrew. You know why? You know why? At least that was the last person or the last place that it was presumed that they left from. So whatever you can do to get Andrew to talk, without him, see, my brother, sometimes these women can be very funny. You better may just stop this thing and make your hand come off for this matter. I have to go help you. Then you will do a lot of cajoling. Watch.
Let me ask you one man. His name is Indictment. I don't know if you said the name before. This man had over 70 people, and they labeled him as the worst serial killer of all time. I've said it here. When this man was arrested, at the point he was arrested, I think they knew about 12 of his crimes. But this US police took time with Jeffrey Dahmer. They analyzed him, they prompted him, they made him speak, and they found out that there wasn't 12 people, there were actually 5 people. This is a developed country and how they work. So once Jeffrey Dahmer was in the hands of the police, he was able to speak that it wasn't even the 12, it is 17 people. You can Google about Jeffrey Dahmer. I think he died in 1992 or something. So it was just a simple task from a human rights activist. Just talk to the man. Right? It's now Akiba and tell him. Just convince him to speak. Even if he is not convinced, you need to request, even if it is false, so that we get information where they get that. You don't wait for the man to be alive before you start looking for Akiba and selling with unreasonable choice.
It goes back to our question of who briefed Harrison. Who briefed Harrison? Because if you know who brought Harrison into this case, nothing should be clearer. Okay? There is no time that man sounded like he wanted Andrew alive. It was more of, hey, thank God the man is dead. Or the man is died, I mean. What if this man is not guilty? I'm just saying, what if? What if these people
That's possible.
Auntie Vanessa, do you know we were discussing this issue and a boy of 10 years said to me, Auntie, but this thing that you're saying, if a police catches a thief, what they do is they hamper the thief and put put him in a van. He said they will put him in a van. So why didn't they, when they got Andrew, why didn't they enter flight? Why did they delay? Why did they delay for like 5 days before? What was their issue?
They want to cherry pick some the story to run.
Listen, is not. Well, their story are not adding up at all. They keep, bringing.
I don't know. Everything. What is his name? Mr. Ben has said in this matter has one way or the other been like a direction for them. So why are you choosing not to believe when he said the man told me that he didn't buy
the problem is that we have not even heard from the police. We don't believe Mr. Ben. They've not even said anything.
But you heard Mr. Ben said on Kenny's live that they have not contacted him.
Mm-hmm. What actually made me to quote
there is no maybe because the information we have online, maybe they don't want to, I don't know, or maybe they don't see anything. They don't see any reason. I think maybe they want to contact their lawyers, or legally they don't have anything against Mr. Ben. Maybe that's the reason.
Obviously, because they have Mr. Andrew's phones, his devices, they have history to his bank statements, they have access to. Do you know something? I called one of my friends that works in NTA today about something, and I was tipping her about what is going on in this case. She said, why? That the police have gadgets and devices.
They have the ability.
Yes, that they can use to track and see the parameters of the how do I put it, the movements the person made. So even if they don't get the exact house, but you will know that from this place to so place, that definitely if they use all those equipment they have, they will know where these girls are.
It's simple as ABC. I could remember the time somebody sent me a message that I will never be a child. I was so restless to the extent that I got to the police. They said if I'm having any problems, I have any problems, then I say no, because I don't even go out. I'm just an indoor person. So one day I just picked up my phone, I called MTN. And I gave them the number. This number called me. Okay, this number sent me a message that I will never give birth to a child. The woman said, seriously, she now said, okay, this is the location. They gave me the location of where the message was sent. So I went to somebody. I just see United reverse psychology on the person. I said, why? Cousin, I said, why did you send me this message? What have I done? She started crying. So they gave me the location. So if they actually want to find out all these things, it's simple as ABC. They'll just straight and say,
that is why the police in Abia State had said it looks like a case of self-now. So what were they trying to close that the Abia people were investigating? What were they trying to hide? People are not looking at the possible reasons why they carried Andrew away from Abia State.
And what happened is Andrew was also opening to conversation, because obviously they work with this police, work with the police more than 24 hours, 48 hours. He was open communication. He was really open based on reports. So when nobody is indeed, the girls were kind. None of these policemen, human rights activists, are people worrying about this thing. This man was so open to them, moved with them, slept with them in the hotels, in the same car.
They were in the same room. They were lying in the. If that is not the biggest wickedness of a human being, they were lying down in the same room. They were playing with him. They were talking with him. And then you took him to another city and tie him like that. This is a stain on our country.
Even when he got the call from Germany, is he not supposed to like call the Abia police command or call the Umona police command? You know, when he got the call.
There's somebody that just came in. Let the person talk there. Where beat?
Mr. Ben.
Yes, sir.
Please, I want you to always remind these people about, I don't know why did you told Mr. Ben, why Sadio, I don't know what do we call it here.
Yeah, please, his name is Mr. Potato.
Potato, yes. So I don't know, I want us to remind people one thing. What Sadio said about you, why he didn't interview Harrison and ask all these questions. He asked that he free this question 2-3 weeks ago, which is June 14th. And I say the voice note here. I wish to play every day for people to listen.
Play it.
Let's all listen to this. This is the same Sadio talking today.
Play it. Let's remind him.
Those two missing persons. That's the first of all, statement based on my own personal based on personal opinion which I don't so the background for this opinion is this. I don't know then I don't know the person or people I know in this case is the police because I'm in Nigeria myself. So I've never so at this time, look at this. There's some things that are really not adding up. First of all, it is important for people to note, in my opinion, if that said your comments at a point to be giving contradictory information for what the police was already giving us through Harrison. Okay, I'm not saying Harrison was doing it intentionally, you're taking my word for this. If then come out to give contradictory news based on what the Nigerian police was giving us through Harrison, right now this case would have been long. Did you guys hear that place? Take note of that place. Let's go on. The thing of Andrew was the strategy to put this case on. Turn a new leaf because that thing to say this is from what we get from Andrew, things are not adding up. Now, when Andrew, so we said, all they are syndicate together, that is left for two of them. We can get information. And when I believe we definitely get that information, is because
Now these bangles, I was sending them to Tessie.
laptops. To take them to I'm telling you, they have everything. So I want the church to be sure if Andrew, working with Andrew, trust me, it will be good. There's no way you can escape. Nigeria has extradition order treaties with countries like UK and the United States. And that's why God forbid, if I commit any kind of one to invite me, they can invite me. I'm telling you. So I don't know why Nigerians are so anxious and concentrating on concentrating on things like why did only
First question. Take notes. They are not writing something. Then number two, I'll give you 3 incidents of things that don't make sense to me. That don't know. Number one, Andrew's house that Abba police went to raid and search. How come they don't find on top of AC? Another police came to the top of it. It's like police came to the house to be, and nobody was there. After moving the person out, the police came and found on top of AC. Please. Yes, I will let you talk. Please. If you see the picture of the police going to Andrew's house, then they came to move.
Stop there, please. Stop there, please. On this video that I currently play for you, this is Tabio saying, if you see the picture of the amount of police that came to Andrew's house. Now, he said it on this video, on the interview, that the police, when the police came, it was just few police and there was no search. That I can show. Mr. Ben should show them the video. He said it there. Now he changed it here. Go ahead, sir.
Police, when they got there, those so-called they did not see. So it seems like what the second set of police came to do, their mission was just to paint the place. That was why they say they put it somewhere, okay? Somewhere to put the public, those two people, they don't go. No need to buy them. So that the bastard here so is gone. Destroy the body. They did not destroy the body of the people. Glass. People almost did that vehicle. All I'm trying to tell you here, yes. So what glasses, they don't never back the body of that vehicle. Same thing, came to tell people that they were putting recognition in the place. Putting in the place. Let me say it. I'm not saying them to not be in suspect. But I am saying this, and I have to be honest about this. I went to President's page and I asked him a question. I don't know before. I asked him, what is the money that you took from to do in your hands? It doesn't make sense to me. Now, some certain explanations, okay? In his own ways, he said police didn't want to carry that guy. Nigerian policeman didn't want that guy. Chop 1 million. Are you policeman from your money will give you 1 tackle? No, they don't chop 1 million. And somebody who already know this policeman and anything, but however, he claimed he was playing along, so let's take him for that. But however, it is only 2 months when men started giving and of this incident. So, dear, position on this.
Thank you.
Position is what the girls are supposed to react for is who sent those police there to end this case. Not we trying to end this case. They went there to end this case because it was in Abakole, and even the Abakole, they're still doing their own.
This was that's fine. That's fine. This was the most defeat they ever give themselves. So every other things this Mr. Potato is saying, he has defeated himself with that record. He has defeated himself with that record. So that's why I say they are not smart. So they sent him to come and say this? Why? Why? To gain my trust? And after he said this on the 14th, right?
43 weeks ago.
On the 14th, he said this. On the 15th, I appeared under the freeze. He came up again. That was when he brought Afiba's husband. Am I right?
Mr. I think probably he wanted more information from you. And when he did not get the information, he now changed. That was what.
I hope he's getting that information from Mr. Harrison as a man now. Because you know what? Nothing will happen to me. Let them do their thing and do all of their stupid investigation they're doing. I am highly protected by the favor of God, by the power of God, and the power and the prayers of all of you here. I want to thank everyone that have expressed concern for me. I've lost weight. My eyes are going inside, but I'm not sick. I'm thinking. That is why I'm coming up with solution every day. This is what happens when you put yourself in a firing line. This is what happened. This is like a full-time job for me. I go to bed thinking about it. I wake up thinking about it. I make phone call. I do writing. I cut off social life just to do this. I'm not doing it to clear my name. Get it? My name has no stain. I'm doing it because somebody who can't speak for themselves is out there looking for help. My first intention is quite clear. What about if these girls are alive? What about if Andrew didn't do it? Even when Andrew told me he didn't do it, I was still suspecting him. I said, what about he did it? But when I see all the lies, because it is so simple. Why are you looking for body when you can look for the body of the real girls? Why all the drama? That is when I begin to think these ladies may be around. Why? What are they so desperate for? Why are they threatening? Why all this desperation? Nobody's accusing the IGO police that he has messed up. Nobody's accusing Tinubu that he has messed up. Tinubu did not send them. But who is involved? So they are no longer sponsoring YouTuber now. They can't anymore. Because I lay a curse on them. I lay a curse on them. And I meant it with all of my heart. Do you know the pain Apiba and Celine is going through right now? Whatever they are. Andrew is gone. He's gone. He's with his God. The judgment. A place that every one of us will go. Somebody is going right now. And somebody will go tomorrow. Somebody will go next tomorrow. Somebody will go next tomorrow. Somebody is going every minute. Somebody is going. It's a debt that we all own. When your own is coming, you don't know. But I guarantee you, we will win this fight. Not for us to be celebrating. It's for truth. It's for those girls. We want to know what happened to them. At least we've known what happened to Andrew. What happened to those ladies? Nigerian police, why are you attacking me? You haven't done your job. You haven't done phone tracking. You haven't arrested anybody from the lineage of Andrew. You haven't questioned me. If that's what you need. Why all this attack? We are all here when Harrison came out and said one of the officers who participated in taking away of Andrew stole his phone. So we should not talk about it. Your officer stole a deceased phone. So Nigerians should just keep quiet. Your officer camped a suspect, collect money from him. We should just keep quiet. Does that make any sense? Your officer deleted a human being. We should just keep quiet. You have his phone. You have everything. Do your investigation. You're stressing. From the day one, how many of you have heard me? I am not against Nigerian police. I was never against them. I was just disappointed at the job, shitty job they carried out. If IG or police mess up, the president normally fire them. Why can't they fire the rest of the people? What kind of society, what kind of sacrificial offering is this? Why is it necessary for all this lie? Disgracing our country in the international community? Why? Sponsoring useless campaign against me? Why? What do you benefit? How does this promote our nation? Tell yourself the story over and over again and let it make sense to you. And you call yourself a citizen, and the story is, you can see the truth, and you don't want to take it. You are that bitter. You are that mad in your mind, in your heart. You are that angry that you can't accept that somebody is wrong. And you're looking for Ben. Oh, Ben. Ben is to be blamed. Oh, why are you blaming Ben? Ben did not report Andrew. How does that make any sense for you? How? You don't have a police in your country. The police that failed Alassane, that failed other people that Andrew had an encounter with. The police that failed Rachel. The police that Harrison was so scared of that Harrison could not even call the local police that there was a body that is not a threat to anybody anymore. Harrison has to travel with a different police to that place. But you are telling me that it's in London, I should come and report Andrew. But Harrison is concerned about his life, about the dead body he found, that he could not even tell the local police to come and help him to clear body. They have to carry him from Abuja and ignore the whole state police command. But you are seeing me as a blame. You see, say something is missing somewhere. When you go to bed tonight, just pray. Because if you don't pray for God to reveal the truth to you, to make you make a decision, there's nothing you will ever pray for that will work for you again. Especially if you've used this time to judge me. Me that is trying to shed light into that failure that led to this conversation. It is your taxpayers, billions and billions of budget. It's not that difficult. Somebody said it here today. E-money. Somebody insulted him on internet. It takes 2 days. They arrested the guy. Because it is called phone tracking, IP tracking, movement tracking. From the 28th or 27th that those girls arrive in Andrew's house, the police can basically pinpoint everything Andrew do with his phone. Police can do it. Why are you not doing it? From the movement those girls arrived, police can point what happened. Why are they not doing it? So we don't have a country? Why are you not asking this question and say, police, do your job, at least do your job. Even ask Ben question. Yesterday I came up here and I told you guys, I have volunteered. I'm a suspect. Arrest me. Write to the Metropolitan Police. Let them ask me a question. You refuse. It's 1:16 a.m. UK time, and I'm not feeling very well, so I'm going to go home and sleep. I'm going to leave here now. I want to thank you guys for joining. If anybody want to say anything, we can have the next 5 minutes to deliberate. I'm not heavy. Everybody should forget, I'm not heavy. I have this nice Chinese tea that I drink when I have this kind of cold. I drink it and they are very, very effective. It's with gingers and everything. So I'm going to drink it and then I will wake up tomorrow and we'll continue. If you want to support this platform, support us. Because this is a movement for us. This will be a place people will come for justice. This will be a home. This will be a platform where we'll call our government agency to order, to tell them to know the oath of office they took, to be responsible. There's always going to be evil in our society. People are always going to misbehave. At least the police, the department, the custom that are hired, employed, dedicated to do the job, they do their job fairly. Nobody said they should be perfect. They should do the minimum. Nigerian police has not done the minimum in this case. The silent is appalling. The disrespect to the people of that country is a shame. Human life is also very important. I know you police officers that are involved, you guys are getting angry. You wish you can see me now and take me out. God is my shepherd. I fear no evil. I will walk through the valley of shadow of death. Nothing shall happen to me. And I pray for you to repent. Repent and do the right thing. Leave the force if you know you've messed up. Go find another job. This is life. But for you to tell me to look the other way, for you to continue to harm another person, you're worse than Andrew. If you guys can sleep in the same room with Andrew for 5 days and still pie him, then I don't know what to call you. This is the reality. The difference between me and them is far. It's like day and night. I am the day in this case. Our platform is the day. Everyone from other African countries that has been part of this program, we are sorry. We still have decent people in Nigeria. And we will restore our country. Voices will join our movement and support us and support justice. Because one day, injustice will knock on your door. You will want people like us to be on your side. Today, you are blind. You can't see. But we're still praying for you. Our people on YouTube, thank you so much for contributing. Whatever you watch from, all the time you spend with us is vital, and I appreciate it so much. The prayers is working, the support is working, and all of you that are gifting us, I want to thank you guys. God will replenish your pocket again. Somebody said we should do our GoFundMe. I haven't got time to write the graft. It is worth it at the moment because we need logistic. This is a good cause to support. When we do GoFundMe, and that money will work for justice, for fairness, not to feed my pocket. That's what we'll do. And I'm not ashamed of that. This is a movement. I know they'll pick this one tomorrow. Mr. Ben wants to do GoFundMe. We will do it.
And people should know, even if they're going to attempt to do anything like that, it will be after this case. It is not going to be at the expense of what we are doing.
Yes.
In my own opinion. At this point, our main focus is those girls.
That's what I'm saying. I say this platform will be for this, for justice.
Yes, for the voiceless, people that have issues that they don't have anybody to speak on their behalf. People think that we come here and we are wasting our time and all that, but we see what we are doing here is actually bringing results. It's actually giving hope to the families that have lost their loved ones. And let's look at it in this way. We always say it could have happened to any one of us. The families are not sleeping. I don't think they probably, for the past 2 months, they've had up to 4 hours of sleep. They are struggling. Even for us individuals who do not personally know these ladies, it's taking a toll on everybody. It's not as easy as it looks, but we pray that and know that we will definitely get some positive outcome from this. Even though some people have lost hope, we still hold on to that hope that we'll get some positive results from this. Our efforts will not be in vain.
Thank you very much. Good night, guys. Good night.